here's the thing. What's up, Abdel? Yeah, I'm live. But you say you're not watching the game, but it's not looking good for the Clippers right now. Mavs. Well, the Mavs are up right now. Well, I guess they're down a game, so they're still losing overall, I suppose. But
Yeah.
I don't think I this is going at least 6 in my opinion. But what the fuck was I just saying? I totally forgot. What I was
Luka's
just
got
saying.
a bad scratch on his arm.
Mm. What was I just saying, bro? I was talking about something.
How is that not a foul?
You said nah, barely. You said nah, man, barely up. Fair enough. Kawhi lucky that
Clippers.
Kawhi does not need to like be fast to like score. He's so lucky.
Kawhi has not been good this game. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not surprised.
He's not done anything. Sit his ass down. He does not. He got blown by fucking Derek Jones Jr. Sit his ass down.
I even when they were like, oh yeah, Kawhi, I'm like, no. I've seen this gimmick before. I don't until I see him on the court. I do not believe y'all.
Facts.
Y'all not tricking me again. So
Also, hello, chat. Me and I are watching B-ball together.
yeah, Kyrie got 7 points at halftime. Well, be like that sometimes. I'd rather have 7
This is a
points.
very low-scoring game.
But
45 points max right now.
yeah.
God damn.
But Kyrie's one of those people who can start off cold and then get hot later. I prefer it that way than the other way around personally. If I'm like, did I share this? Oh, and I also got I forgot I don't have Emily anymore. I gotta do everything manually again. We're gonna get another bot for that, but totally forgot. We don't have Emery. Yeah, our commercials are definitely different. Like yours is a Wendy's commercial and mine is Leon's right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Simi asked me a question I thought was interesting. I don't know if you have an answer for this.
What's
Can you think of a JRPG or RPG that you played where like the movement speed of the character is abysmally slow? He said Legend of Legaia for him. He showed us like when you're in like a village or a hub or whatever, you zoom in, but on the world map, that guy is not moving, bro. that man is a snail carrying a turtle speed. It was insane.
On the world map.
Cause
When you initially asked me the question, honest to God, when you're in combat in Xenoblade, you're kind of moving slow as shit.
oh, you are. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I'm thinking of an answer for him, but I don't have one yet. 'Cause I thought he was gonna ask me like transition into battle, and I was about to yell Pokemon and yell Chris Tales. The Switch port.
I guess Sea of Stars when you're on the islands, if that counts.
Are you slow? See, I was thinking of Sea of Stars. And I'm like, I'm trying to think of a game where like I was genuinely frustrated with like I just want to move faster.
I've never had that.
And I can't
I've never had that.
I can't think of one right now. So I have to go through. I actually thought of Paper Mario the first game because you have to do that little spin dash and jump to go kind of fast, or ride on Lakitu, and then 2, you either do the curse roll or you ride on Yoshi to go fast. So I'm like, I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
I can't recall a specific game, but I know I played a game like that. Yo, you did not link your Twitch stream properly. I didn't. Wow, I linked Twitch.
Yo, guys, go to twitch.tv. I swear, it's got great
No,
women in
but
bathtubs.
nah. Why did you correct me and not? Why did you say that and just not just post the actual link? See, you're a bad mod. You're a fucking terrible mod, bro. Like, help me. You want to laugh at me in the chat instead of being like, let me actually post the link properly. Look at him. God damn it. Yeah, I fucked up.
He literally typed in that, thanks for putting us onto Twitch.
Right? Like you did all of that instead of helping me. I can't stand these niggas.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw, I finished Ace Attorney last night.
Oh, all right, let's talk to me. What do you think? Wait, hold on. Did you play 4 or 5 cases?
5.
Okay. Cause no, cause a lot of people don't know this. In the original version, the Gantz case is
Game
not.
Boy version.
Yes, the Gant case is not there.
Gant Sky Goodman case.
Yeah, it stops at the Von Karma.
Yep.
So yeah, what do you think?
Um, honorable mention for my top 50 games ever.
Okay,
Off that.
Well, I'm,
The memeable contrivances and conjecture spam are definitely real. I can definitely see that.
Mhm.
If not for the 5th case, Edgeworth would be my favorite. But because of the 5th case and Phoenix, like, I think that was the first time like my player agency didn't really impact his character agency, because it felt like Phoenix had come up with shit as the trial was happening that would supersede the player. I was like, this is good for making him seem like that he's an ace attorney,
Mhm.
like a goaded prodigy. And when he said like I'm about to spring my plan on Gantz in that final case,
Mhm.
I fucking lost my shit. I was like, there's no way this man is 5-heading what's happening right now. And then he did. I was like, no fucking shot. So right now, Phoenix is my favorite, but Edgeworth is close second.
No, Edward did not become my favorite character until Trials and Tribulations. That's like the third one.
Okay.
I didn't, I hated him at first because he's the ops.
Yeah.
Phoenix and Sensei, rest in peace. As Simi would say, Sensei. Those were my favorites, for sure. Um, yeah. Oh, and the judge. I'm like, what am I forgetting? The judge kills me. He's an idiot. I can't. He make
The
me so.
judge is corrupt.
He make
Is a corrupt as fuck
he make
idiot,
he
bro.
make me so mad, but he make me laugh because I'm like, and he's never on our side. What do you mean Von Karma could be like? I require a 10-minute recess. Snap his
Yep.
fingers, bang the gavel. Excuse me, you are the prosecutor. You don't get to run the trial. What is this? Nah, I'm really
Yep.
sick.
That shit took. That was like, get this judge the fuck out of here, man. Who does this dude think he is? We already knew he was corrupt because Red White had him in his pocket before then too, which was just nasty work.
Yeah. He
Also,
I think he'll grow on you a bit more when you learn a little bit more about him. But he's always been one of my 5 favorite characters because I just laugh. I'm like, why is he so dumb? But the Gantz case is still one of my favorite Ace Attorney cases of all time. I never changed across all the
I think
games.
it's very good.
I think it's one of the best cases Capcom and Shu Takumi ever came up with. It's really good because
I
what
don't.
I love
I don't
about it.
know if I like it. Oh, go
What?
ahead.
No, I think the Von Karma case is right there. It's just a good. Actually,
That was what I was gonna say.
I'm fine
It's
with
hard
that.
between the two.
The only case in that game, it's not that I dislike it. It's just my least favorite. Easily is the one with Will Powers and D Vasquez. I don't think it needed to be 3 days. I think you could do it in 2.
I agree.
I think that could.
Although it was,
Yeah. Go ahead.
to me, the best moment in the game is still when Edgeworth did that objection for that one.
Fair enough.
The Vergo or ergo verily.
Mm-hmm.
Please slam the hand on the ground on the table.
Yeah. No, he's a real one. That Murray game winner made me in love. LeBron not getting like another ring. Also, now my Twitter account was locked for 7 days when your channel got hacked, so I couldn't tweet out YouTube support. Well, I appreciate you looking out and caring at all, but we back. It's okay. And I mean, LeBron wasn't getting the ring anyways, but yeah. I'll tell them what I told
The
you.
only way he will is if he's like a third option on a good team, which I feel like is a possibility. But that'd be it though.
I think if he could just facilitate and not really have to worry about scoring, maybe too. But
Yes.
that would I think that's what he wanted to do. I think he wanted to kind of mold more into like a real traditional big point guard. But yeah. So the way that I see the Denver Nuggets, how I look at the Lakers is, to me, Chad, is that most teams and players have a healthy respect and reverence for the Lakers organization, AD, and especially LeBron, no matter how old he is or whatnot. I do not believe the Nuggets have that. They do not respect them. I say respect them. I don't mean like yes, you shit, you stink. They're like, we're much better than them. LeBron is too old. He cannot hang with us. We have the best player on our team, Nikola Jokic. We have the better coach. Like, they don't look, and like, the Lakers do not scare the Nuggets in any capacity. Even if LeBron is playing like he's 30 again, like, they're not worried about him. I think every other team in the NBA, even like the Boston Celtics, would be like, we gotta be careful because LeBron. Nuggets like, bro, I don't give a fuck about that old man. Dagger.
Yep.
So that's how I feel.
Dagger.
Lakers are looking to get Trey Young to maybe help LeBron.
Lakers are looking to get everybody, man, and they never get them. So
I
it's
don't. Mice Trey? I don't know about that one.
Maestro. Shout out Skip Bayless.
No, that's the funniest. That's one of the funniest. That and number 2 was some of the funniest nicknames she ever came with somebody. I'm like, I like Mice Trey. Number 2 was funny.
No, my favorite one is George Paul to this day.
That's a good one too. Cause like, why did you just switch his name around? But like, George Paul did sound like worse. I don't know what it is. It worked. You're right. What's up, Chorus Trey? Gonna help beat the Nuggets? No, the Nuggets. And while I don't think OKC is scary yet, I think they will be a scary team in the future if they continue.
They still got draft picks too, which is nuts.
Yeah. So. But this is what it is, man. The Wild Wild West. You see what happens when that man left the Eastern Conference? It's not. It ain't.
I really wonder how he would have played in the West. I wonder how he would have played in the West if he had been younger.
That would have been a treat to see. That would have been interesting.
If he had been drafted by Denver instead of Melo, like that kind of thing.
It's interesting. I'll think of.
Then you would have seen him and Kobe going at it a lot more.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking primetime entertainment.
Rest in peace to my goat. And Gigi and the other 9 passengers. Yeah, a couple of years.
We still good for tomorrow?
Yes, we are.
I bet.
Honestly, considering I didn't do much today after I made my 2 videos and wrote the script I want to talk about, I really had time to do it. I watched Simi stream and stared at the ceiling for like 2 hours. I won't lie to you.
I got you.
I mostly was like, okay, I'm going back to the workplace today. I just wanted to take it easy. That's all it was.
Fucking vibe.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. He came to the West when he was a little too old, probably. But
yeah.
Again, like we said, AD has to be the best player on that team for them to work and take. And AD is not a player that I've paid an absorbent amount of attention to, but I can't get a read on him. Like I never know when he's gonna come and be like, all right, I'm gonna kill and play defense and dunk, or he's gonna settle for these long 2s and just clank, and just go missing and get.
At least for this series, he's been playing like the best player on the team. I just think a team led by Anthony Davis at this point cannot beat the Denver Nuggets.
That's fair.
In totality, I think they. That's why I think it's possible. Like they could make it a series, but if they do, then Denver's still going to win.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I feel about it. But I also feel that Denver is more vulnerable this year than they were last year. Part of that's not them not having Bruce Brown or Jeff Green, but another part of that is just they just haven't looked as dominant to me this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's why at the end of the day, depending on who wins the final, I think even if Denver gets there, I'd still lean Boston if they get to the final.
I have to. I don't personally, but I think it'll be.
You have personal biases against Boston.
That is a great point. So you shouldn't listen to me. But also, I don't think they're the better team. That's not entirely true. I don't think they're the best players. If that makes sense.
I agree. Well,
because I don't trust Tatum yet. I gotta see it. I don't trust him yet. And Jaylen Brown.
Jokic is the best player in the series, but
yes.
For me, after you get past Jokic, I think Boston has damn near the next 3 or 4 best players.
I disagree. I think then you go Tatum, then I think you go Murray, and then I go JB. That's just me.
I think Brown, and depending on the day, Porzingis are better than Murray.
Okay, Porzingis, you definitely lost me with that one. I gotta see that.
Porzingis is the whole reason that team even fucking.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't watched them, so like maybe I have to see something to believe it, but that I don't believe. But let me.
Because for me, I think Porzingis is the perfect third option player for a team that doesn't have like an all-star level big. That's the way I felt about him on Dallas. That's why for like years I was like, I wanted my squad at the time when we had Porzingis. I was like, give me like Zach LaVine as my second option with Luka and Porzingis, and I'd be like, I'm all set. I'm here for it. That's like plenty of scoring, and then just build defensive wings around him. I'm chilling.
I feel it. Completely off topic, but how's TOG right now? Oh, Tower God's been good. We're in a in a good flashback. I actually have not had any issues for the last like 5 weeks. This is if you care about it in any capacity or curious, I'd say this is the time to catch up, because I've some eyes. As soon as we go back to the present, I'm gonna be in fucking hell again. But I'm chilling right now. I'm good. Brago called AD another day because what if they call him street clothes? I like street clothes. That made me laugh. Nobody in Boston can guard Jokic, and Jokic is having a good time against AD, who is primed.
I don't
to
think they
defend him.
need to put Jokic. I don't think they need to put Jokic in.
It might be one of those things where like you force someone else to beat you. Jokic will get his.
You double big him, which Boston can do.
Yeah, Tatum. I've actually seen him a lot. All things considered, Tatum has a lot of Kobe-isms in him, but
yes, he does.
The difference that I'd say is that like the mentality that Kobe has is better from the standpoint. How do I hold on? Let me reword this. Because as much as I love Kobe, not everything about him is great.
JT's not as aggro as Kobe to me. I think
he settles a lot. He's much more like he's not as tough or as willing to like Kobe. If Kobe has a bad shooting night, he's still getting 34 because he went to the line 12 times. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, I feel like Tatum falls in love with his jump shot sometimes, in my opinion. Where it's just like, this shit is so fucking sexy. Let me shoot this shit for no reason. You're in a driving lane, you know?
Like, nobody can. I mean, he's because of how tall, long, and like strong he is.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's every time I see him like getting up in the rim, I'm like, bro, just go to the hole. None of these dudes can fucking guard you. Like, the kid physically can't.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
And that's like, if I'm Boston and I'm playing Denver, I want my lineup being Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Porzingis, and I'm putting Al Horford as the primary defender on Jokic.
I forgot Drew Holiday's there. Okay, that changes
because,
some things. Because
that is so switchable.
You could put Drew on Murray too, and then that's gonna give you probably give him some problems
because I want Horford as the primary defender on Jokic, and then I want Porzingis weak side help to block him.
Okay. I'll probably binge your reactions while I'm reading so I can catch up quicker. I appreciate that. I actually had like 2 people that's been going through them. I think somebody realized that I go beyond the fast pass, so they've been going through all like all the other content like and commenting, which is pretty cool. By the way, I'm going to answer comments. The only reason why I haven't really answered comments like recently, even though I've been bad this year, is because the URL got changed back to MicroStrategy, and I can't change it for 11 days. And I don't want to see that shit, so I don't want to answer anybody because it puts the MicroStrategy instead of like my old URL with it was Nizzy or Nizzly or whatever, some shit like that. I don't remember when I made that. Nobody calls me that. So I don't even know why I put that in my URL. All right, Kawhi.
Okay, Kawhi.
But yeah, this series is gonna be generational. JB getting
we're
$300 million.
All right.
Dollars?
Yes.
Is he getting more than J? Wait, Jaylen Brown. That's not.
Oh
JT.
my God, Kyrie.
I can't believe Boston's cap space is getting filled by JB, Tatum, and Drew Holiday. That's kind of funny, but if they win, it's probably worth it. But yeah, I've seen Denver do it, so I believe in them more. I know Boston's gone close a few times, but I gotta see. I don't until I see them actually, scale the mountain. I'm not willing to give it to them yet.
What's wild to me is that Tatum is this like the series that he's currently in against Miami.
I feel like he should have a ring by now, personally. By the way.
It's weird because he's played. If by the end of this series, if he doesn't sweep him, he'll have played 100 playoff games before he's 30, which is fucking nuts.
It's impressive. Work's been draining my soul. Hopefully, I'll get the window to put my 2 weeks notice and move on to another job so I can get back to doing what I like doing. I'm cooked. Oh man, I feel that. I just started at the post office today, and I already ate it.
Kyrie, what are you doing?
All I want to do right now for the time being, so this make me happy, is just work 2 jobs. I work one outside the house, and I do content, and I'll be happy with it. Right now, it's not looking like that, so we'll see what happens. But I feel that. Tired of shaking my ass in the plantation.
Ooh, wet.
Yay!
Archer, my guy.
Peace.
Thank you. How's it going? I'm good. I appreciate you. Thank you for the subscription. 5 months. We're chilling, just watching the game with Glam. We're watching Dallas and Why I almost call
I
them?
think Kawhi's trying to get his shot going
I
now.
almost called them Lack, the Clippers. The Lack, the Lackers.
Lack and Dow are playing right now.
Lack and Dow. Yeah, Dallas and the Los Angeles Clippers. Siakam went stupid on the Bucks today.
Luka.
That fucking Beyblade.
Yeah.
I'm not a Siakam hater. He did what he needed to do as like the second or third best player when we had our run. So he's good in my book. I don't follow what he does though. Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it. What the fuck was that?
Oh, fuck it.
That was a poppy ass pass. And one.
Didn't even cash it.
Well, hopefully we're getting a new compare chapter. Oh, probably today or tomorrow. It's been coming on Wednesdays.
Tomorrow.
They've been coming on like Wednesdays and Thursdays these days. So yeah, I'm gonna just start doing them when it comes out. One thing I don't like about not doing it the same days, I have to unprivate 2 videos on my stream on my Twitch, and it looks like I'm streaming less. I'm not, but it is what it is. I can't tell Tiara what she has to fucking translate that. She's her own woman. Get my vigor up. Tatum be moving like Bruce Banner one day. He planetary level. Next day he a nerd. It's really looking like Dame can't play well with Giannis. I don't know why they're incompatible. Maybe it's because Giannis can't really like shoot like that.
I think it's that first season. I think it's the first season double superstar.
I want to give them one more chance, but I do want to say like my kind of hot take is like I like Damian Lillard. I really don't have a problem with him as a human, as a person, and I guess as an offense, as a scorer. But he never moved me the way like I remember when Steph was hurt and people were like Dame's a better long range shooter, and I'm like, bro. Y'all had Steph not in the league for like one season, and this is what we're doing. Cut it out, bro. Yo, Naya, how come Doc Rivers keeps failing upwards? Because he's what do they call it? Resting on the laurels of his one championship. And a lot of players have always said they like playing for and with Doc, whatever the case is. Like listen, like the Boston Big Four, whatever you want to call them.
Oh,
think about some of them Clipper boys. Someone would slip like that though. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
What the fuck was that?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it for Doc. I really don't. I don't know why that guy
Jesus, man.
constantly fails upward.
This is bad offense. This is just bad offense.
This is why I say here comes the Clippers. Here comes the Clipperinos. Here comes the Clippies.
Oh, Kyrie. What a save! Oh my god!
Yeah, that was nice. You think Brittany Renner's on IG being like, that's my baby daddy? We stop. We're not. What the fuck?
Is that Luka's first foul?
I don't even know. Yo, what's up in Ponzu? I don't even think. I think.
What's up? How are you, good brothers?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh man, I was watching on my own the whole time, so I'm just happy that I can share this moment. It's like 5 a.m. I'm at my home. So.
Need Angel Reese to bear. Oh, Kyrie, I love you.
You need Angel Reese to beef with Brittany. That's funny. Why is he?
Weezy is fucking wilding with that.
I was about to ask. Is PJ talking to Angel Reese or something?
If that's the case, first of all, he needs to relax, and second of all,
that's funny.
That would be incredibly weird beef.
What? Who talked to Angel Reese?
No, I don't know if BJ just said that to say it, but I thought maybe they were like dating or something. I don't know. I don't follow people's off the court relationships and shit unless it just comes to me. I always say like with Zion and what the fuck is her name?
Ryan Mills.
Yeah, I all of that was against my will. She would not stop tweeting, and everyone kept talking about it. And then Stephen A was talking about I did not want to know that. I didn't ask. Like I don't give a crap about his porn addiction, bro. Doc Rivers is textbook proof that connecting with others gets you further than any other skill. It's about who you know, not what you know, as they say, and like bridges and connections. I don't know, but I think it would be good WNBA on-court beef. Do you mean Brittany Griner? I think you meant maybe. Maybe I was thinking Brittany Renner, PJ's thing. Maybe you meant
Brittany
Brittany Renner.
Renner don't play basketball. So I
Yeah,
don't know how that's on court beef.
she's not a hooper, but yeah, she's just a whore. But what's the actual term? Influencer. There you go.
Wow, that's that's your new name for a whore influencer.
That's what they are to me. I'm like y'all just some hoes. Even the men, y'all some hoes.
Yeah.
Was Brittany
Hoes are,
Griner fucking with PJ Washington? I
hoes,
thought
the
No,
hoes are
thought-
the
no,
new
no.
hustlers, brother.
I was like, what?
The
Like,
hoes are the new hustlers.
Isn't she super gay? Like she's like mega gay.
that's what I'm saying.
Like
That's what
like
I'm
she's
saying.
like she's a nigga. Like,
Nah, she's a stud. Is what you mean. She's a stud.
oh man. The male kick streamers are such whores. Yeah, like that Aiden Ross guy's a loser to me. I can't stand him.
Man.
Did people think he was like fiending for some 19-year-old OnlyFans model or some shit?
They all are fiending for some OnlyFans model, man. Isn't Fat Man dating Ruby Rose? I think I seen that yesterday. What's his name?
Brewski.
There you go. I don't know if that was true. People were just saying that, but
That is real.
Yeah, just because he's dating that girl, Diane Brenda, I just heard that she was passed around like hell.
probably yeah. Ruby Rose.
Ooh, nice shot.
I also seen Meg got sued for something today. That was funny. But
I didn't see that.
but there's a lot of rumors that she's like, she be sucking at fucking like crazy, and her and Cardi be having all kinds of STDs, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't follow this.
How does
But,
Cardi B be having that? Ain't she just with Offset? Like, what the fuck is happening?
oh man,
She's a
you
stripper.
naive,
She was a stripper.
you naive fool.
The thing about I have a question first. There's no Lakers fan today here, bro.
There's no what?
Nobody's a Lakers fan.
Oh no, I hate the Lakers.
Okay, because literally yesterday I had my biggest pleasure, and even today I was snarking some Lakers fan on the stream, man. The host was crashing out. He banned it multiple times of of the call.
Oh shit, Billy Crystal in the crowd. Hype.
I honestly,
Yeah.
there's a YouTube channel I watch called Scap Attack. I don't follow him,
Yeah.
but I just like him because he hates LeBron. It's so funny. It's hilarious to me. I need LeBron hate to balance out the LeBron rod riding I always see. So
Oh,
Low key,
really?
I'm gonna need to start seeing more Jordan hate. To balance that out too. Some
Michael
of these dudes been acting reckless. on
Michael
Twitter.
Jordan. The reason I
Yeah.
wouldn't go with Michael Jordan is because you know what, from the media standpoint, I'm with you. I think, but
Yeah.
all newer like fans don't like him. So like I see a lot of Jordan hate.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
do see it, but I get from the media standpoint, I'm with you because I always say like, I'm like, does Jordan like pay you guys in shoes? And if you say something bad about him, he gonna take away your Jordans? Like this is nasty behavior.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. The
Mhm.
thing about it for me, I watch like I like to it relaxes me. The Players Church channel has some the program the panel and the open gym. It's really fun sometimes, and when I'm writing or doing my homework, so I listen to that next to some other stuff, you know.
Bro, the
And today,
Clippers cannot shoot today. What is going
really,
on?
I was not the match started again. Fuck. Okay, but yeah. Um, so yeah,
That's not on the Clippers.
today for you guys. Today I went on one of their streams and I was talking about the Nuggets win over the Lakers. Man, hey Naya, your brother Jamal Murray was hooping as hell, man.
That's my
This last quarter, he really showed me why he's the he's who he is, man.
that's
Damn,
my favorite duo.
I love his
That's my favorite duo in the league. I'm not saying they're the best. I think they are, but because when it matters the most.
me
But
too.
that's my.
When I started to watch
Mhm.
NBA, because I kept the NBA when I was younger. Because, back in the day, I was watching it
Hello, Kyrie.
um,
Yes, sir.
with my
Rick.
uncles.
Mhm.
So last year, I started to watch NBA seriously on my own. So I had to choose a team. That was the first thing.
Okay.
Clippers
So
should run their offense through Paul George this game because Kawhi's not doing
when I
shit.
saw the game of the Nuggets, man, I fell in love with it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, usually that's how it is. Trying to get into a new sport, you gotta kind of find your team or a person that you kind of attach to. Because I think, for me, it was Kobe when I was younger. Kobe was the first player I
Uh-huh.
naturally,
You,
actually Kobe and Allen Iverson, I'd say, but I ended up being more of a Kobe guy. And then for
me
football, it
too.
was Thierry Henry. I was like, oh, I like him, and that's why I
For me,
started.
it
So,
was
so I
Zidane.
started
As
off
a
as an
kid, it
Arsenal
was
guy
Zidane.
before I became a Ronaldo guy. Hold on, let me read the chat real quick. The whole comment is how I feel about Ravana. She's so gay, she like a nigga. Fat man, what's good? What's good? Star Destroyers. Yeah, they got exposed for grooming high school chicks until they turned 18. Jesus Christ. Fat Man W and L at the same time. Ultimately, Drewski's well known. He has money and he's funny. Like I don't know why people are like, you could do anything. Like no, you can't over there in your mom's basement. Don't let him lie to you. Drewski's out here. he could pull cause he's funny, well known, and got money. Oh yeah. So not surprising. I can't stand Sneeko. Sneeko is the fake. Oh yeah, he's an idiot. Hatred out. Only time I watch basketball is that nigga LeBron's getting cooked. I feel it. Hating on Jordan will be funny if his haters know his game. I think so too. I think sometimes you just hate. It's not as funny. Like you have to like play with like real facts and kind of spin them in certain ways to make stuff funnier. So I'm with you. I hate that for my Kawhi agenda to grow. It means Harden gain success. Yeah, there's a part of me that thinks not that I think the Clippers are going to do anything, but I don't want Harden to get a ring. I don't want to see that guy with a ring. He doesn't deserve it.
It's also weird as fuck for the Clippers to do well this postseason because it's both Harden and Westbrook.
Well, see, I don't mind Westbrook getting a ring, but he doesn't deserve one either.
The Clippers has the big chokers, man. Big chokers, and
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird for Paul George to get one too, because that's like it's three dudes that have jack shit, and then Kawhi.
Hey, let's leave my guy George Paul alone, man. GP. leave GP Gary Payne alone.
GP. Y'all heard of playoff G?
I'm a Paul George enjoyer. I have been since Indiana days. I don't apologize for it. I don't know why some of these kids think he's the GOAT. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Who's your
yeah.
GOAT? Who's the GOAT? Paul George? I seen oh shit. I seen Melo's
Luka.
Melo's kid say that. Like what the hell? And,
I think Anthony Edwards said that too before he got drafted.
Naya,
Mhm.
Naya, it's normal today. Today, my goat it means like my favorite thing. My best friend can be my
Oh
goat.
my God, Kyrie!
What the top
Holy
today?
shit!
Yeah, that shot was amazing, man. Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Kawhi is missing his shot is beautiful too. Kawhi should have stayed home, man.
Would have been nice if he stayed home, but
How do you miss that lob, bro? No.
Westbrook winning a ring
How
will
do
make the
you
Laker
miss that
fandom implode. I need
lob?
it. They just mean that he's their favorite player. I think most of them at least. No, I think so.
PJ Washington is trash.
Okay. Mook. You might have saved them. Cause I'm pretty sure with Melo's kid, he just said he's the GOAT. But yeah,
No. He just
I
said that
I,
he's seen.
I didn't know a lot of people like Paul George like that, or at least a younger generation. But I get it because me and Rich were talking about it. Like
Yeah,
they're
the new
prototypical.
players are like.
Go ahead.
So yeah, the new players. Paul George, you think about it. Back in the day when he was with
Indy,
the OKC and the
Indiana.
end of his career in Indiana, the way that he was handling the ball, being why he's 6'8", I think so. So big guy who can handle the ball, shoot, dunk. So people as a kid, it's like when you are watching Kobe. You know what I mean? That's how they saw Kobe for them. So the kids of today, they are like 18 today. For them, he's their favorite player, and in their slang, that's my goal. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's how they think about it.
I might have not caught the my
Because
part
when a kid,
because I even say that. I
yeah,
thought they were saying he's the goat or a goat. I probably didn't read it or listen properly. I might have to see it again. But
they're cute.
he's the
They're
prototypical
so
6'8" kind of like wing player that can handle the ball, score at 3 levels, play defense and all of that. So like
yes,
I
yes.
get why they like him because most players want to kind of play smooth like that. So I get it. But yeah.
Because literally, Juju Watkins, like it's one of the new faces. Next year she will be maybe the face even of the NCAA for the women's basketball. She get the same style as him, literally.
I like her.
She's also a trigger.
I like Juju.
I like, yeah, I like.
She not my favorite
He's
out of the freshmen. Hannah Hidalgo is, but I like Juju.
go. Was a nice shot. Carry is hot, man.
They just mean his favorite player thing. Most of them, I think he's the new era hooper like AI used to be. Me people often mix up golden favorite, but I wouldn't put it past some of these idiots to say PG-13 is the greatest player ever. That's kind of my point. like or like to me
I'm a
type beat. PJ
I'm a
Sellon.
playmaker. I'm a playmaker sucker. Love passers. I'm a passer myself. I'm a point guard. Allez, that's how I play. So literally, man. When I saw Luka and Jokic for the first time, man, even Giannis, yeah, man, I was a big fan of the game. Giannis became less and
Ew,
less.
these field goal percentages. Yuck.
I love it. This is dead ball era.
Yeah,
Russell Westbrook 3-pointer. Oh my god.
Okay.
And then you can't guard him on that drive. What the This is just disgusting.
Naya, Naya, if you like Nike ball, you need to watch the the Cavs Orlando series. That's for you.
I actually like Paulo, so I thought that series would be a little more competitive, but it's not going the way
Yeah, man.
I like the Italian man.
Orlando can't score, my nigga. Orlando can score to save their own life, brother. It's speeches. The
Kyrie, I
defense
swear to God, I'm gonna fucking
is
hurt you if you pull that bullshit again.
What did oh
what?
oh brick.
What the hell?
No, that was
Oh,
horrible.
Do we know if Zion's coming back anytime soon? Just out of curiosity, I'm just curious. I don't know.
no.
No
The way
idea.
that I don't think so. The
Hmm.
way that he was hurt, he will not coming back because he had like an hamstring issue. So and the fact that he's that fat, I mean that fat, that he's that big. If he jumps once again if he do one of his jumps to dunk or to block a shot, he will lose his leg for the whole season next year. You can't count on him
I'm curious to see how the
right
series
now.
would go if he was playing. That's why. But
Literally Embiid is like sacrificing his walking life with his own grandchildren. I'm telling you that.
if I was in
So
beat, I wouldn't. I would
uh,
I probably wouldn't play if I was in
Embiid,
beat. Honestly, I don't know. He's always
the
hurt.
day that he will understand, that he will understand that he needs to focus for the off season, so that he gets healthy for off season. Do it like Kawhi, man. But he still won these awards too. So the fact that he won these awards, he's not a health. He's not a healthy guy, and
Clippers
he
are
don't want to
up.
lose the weight to lose. Hmm.
Oh, they led earlier. I didn't know that. I thought they were losing the whole game.
Hey,
No.
Naya,
Yo,
I recommended you on X video to watch that you might like from a French Tower of God YouTuber.
oh the one Kiko Ken guy. You guys keep sending me to that channel. A lot of you guys keep sending me
Yeah,
there.
man.
And I'm not even.
And I
I'm.
was
It's not that I like. I'm going to watch it at some point. I just have to be in the mood for it. I don't like care about Tower of God to that degree or level. So I don't be like. I have free time. I want to watch Tower of God content. That's the last thing I want to do. I cover it all. I cover it every week. So that's why I don't really watch Tower of God videos. I don't think people get that from me. It's hard for me to like do it and
just
watch other
because
content on it, but I got two videos to watch. One on Bam's powers and one something about the lore. I think it was. A lot of people keep sending me.
yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. It's in my watch later. I just gotta be in the mood for it. But like, you think about it.
the thing
Think about it. I
I
cover it. I probably make like 4 videos on it. I stream about it. Like, I need a break from Tower of God. I don't. And I'm not.
I
And
can
Tower of God's not like
I
my
can
favorite thing
understand.
in the world. You get me? So it's not like I'm thinking about it when I'm not covering it. So
Yeah, for sure.
Also, not going to get better when you're back in present time.
yeah. So like once this flashback is
The
over,
thing
once this flashback is over, I'm gonna be mad again. I'm be in hell. So
I can do that. The thing about it's more like I was more thinking about it. I knew that you were like when you were talking about the series and everything. I just thought about content for you, reacting of theories that might be fun for you.
mhm.
And I can understand that you don't want to do this, and
No, it's not.
it's
It's not even
understandable.
like oh, I think the video's bad. I don't want to watch it. Just like with me, sometimes it's just like if I'm already doing it, I don't feel the need to watch more on it. But for all, but if
Then let's talk about Invincible, my bro.
I might learn something. So you never know. Because even with a lot of these series that you guys are watching, I'm not watching Invincible. I read it. I own the comic book. I don't really care.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's just how I
Yeah.
am though.
So animation
I'm
is
also a
good.
very
Yeah.
busy man. So
Okay, so
I work 3 jobs. The only reason I'm watching season 2 is because Return of the Prince is my favorite arc. Missing shots easy, you taking then taking tough ones for no
so-
reason. Rezib, rezip, recep,
hey, Kyrie,
glam. You okay
has
over
the
there,
same
bro?
Huh?
way as me.
No,
Me
I was
too.
What's
reading.
up?
I was reading you spell
Listen,
reason.
man. Listen. I didn't have a stroke, if that's what you're asking.
They said Nia can't be showing the thigh like that, brother. Might have to switch to the new tag they made for artistic nudity. I'm turned to a hot top stream. SC better start the great game after the goddamn flashback. That would be nice, Stardust choice. But like, yeah, because even with One Piece, when I was really big into it, I wouldn't like cover One Piece, read One Piece, and look for more One Piece to watch. I just move on with my day. I did what I had to do, So but again, the community graded on me over time, where I'm like, I don't even want to like get excited about what you guys are saying because you're probably saying some stupid shit like Zoro looked angry and I'm gonna power scale the sweat. I just get angry, so I'm like, why do I bother with this community? Y'all ugly. But I also don't
Kyrie
think
fraud.
some people understand like my current relationship with Tower of God. I just cover it for the most part because like I want it to be good. I don't know that I believe it's gonna ever be as good as I thought as it could be. But like this is my bread maker. If I could cover another series that would be more popular on my channel, I would. If I cared about it, obviously, not just anything. I wish Kubera was more popular sometimes. You get
Jesus,
me.
man. Those two possessions nearly made me have a heart attack.
Mhm. Niggas got things to do besides hear niggas talk about Tower God, not the exception though. I appreciate that. I'll never forget when someone called you the hard R on on Twitter. That's not, it's not even happened once. It's happened more than once. How unfortunate Kubera at hitting numbers like that. Yeah, it's cool. Like there's pros and cons to it. Like I kind of want to gatekeep, so like like not too many people like get some dumb opinions. But like if it was more popular, I can
We talked about this when we were talking about the anime when the
Yeah.
series came out. With the
I'd be
idea
more incentivized to But again, when Tower God is doing his thing, I'm like right now, I'm not upset in any capacity. Why did
George.
Ingram look fat on that on that infographic, whatever they call it, the
Bi
ticker? Yeah, he looked
little like yeah.
his cheeks looked swollen. I don't know, bad angle, allergies, but yeah, I don't know. I'm at the point right now where like I'm just very grateful for everything that I do have and everyone that is here and all that stuff. So like we'll grow as we grow. But I am really trying to hit 10K this year. I'm tired of not being 5 digits. I'm being disrespected by YouTube and y'all. I deserve to be at 10K, not 100, not 50, but 10K. Yeah, I should have been there a year ago, in my opinion.
Luca, Jesus Christ, man. This is not a time for a step back.
Yes, it is. Clank. What's he shooting from the free throw line this year?
I think it's higher than normal. I can check on Basketball Reference.
Is he in the 80s?
I don't know about that, but
On one hand, I'm glad it isn't getting numbers, even if it's unfortunate. Webster doesn't care about Cabrera like that. Honestly, I prefer to stay that way. I'm with you. I hear you. Now I want the bread. Someone sponsor him. God damn it. Yeah, but don't email me. Send it to my PO address. To my box, to my mailbox. You guys are my sponsor. The people.
he is shooting 78%.
My guess was 76. Okay,
Highest in his
I
career.
think that's better than like wasn't he around 70?
He was at 74 last year.
Okay, I guess he's going up. I can't get mad at that, but I believe that if a player of his caliber, I will say about LeBron. I don't go as far as Skip, but LeBron's too good to be shooting like 70% from the line or whatever it was. Like you need to be shooting 80 at minimum if you're a superstar at that caliber. That's
There
that's
you go,
my
PJ.
opinion.
You make the fucking floater.
That's my opinion, though.
It's weird though. I don't know why some players that are just like can make any other shot around the court, but they just can't make the free throws. It doesn't make any sense to me. It just
But
is
also,
what it is.
do you not practice free throws? Like
I assume they do.
nigga, I'm a great free throw shooter, and I don't practice. I could still shoot them really well. Like,
Go to the hole, Luca. Yes, sir.
like what the fuck was Westbrook doing?
Luke, Russ, what are you doing, bruh? I'm not even rooting for you, and that was just trash. You had 3 guys right there, and you put that bitch up.
Westbrook is an idiot sometimes. You know how it is.
Lively, you gotta turn around and drop that bitch in.
Someone asked me this the other day, and I'm like, oh yeah, in a heartbeat. But I'm biased on that. They're like, if you could switch the injuries that Rose got to Russ, would you? I'm like, in a heartbeat.
Oh, 100%.
Not to be a dickhead, because I actually like Russ, right? Because OKC was my Western Conference. I used to call it my Western Conference team. Obviously, I was a Bulls guy, but I used to call it my Western Conference team. And Westbrook was one of the reasons why I liked him. I like Serge a lot. So I was a big Serge fan too. I like the
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out Thabo Cephalosha.
Yes, Cephalosha.
On that team.
Niggas need to go to old school for 9 now. He's officially declared war on technology. You gotta send me sponsorship by Pigeon and Scroll. And they gotta unwind it and Dear Lord Hemington the Fourth, we hereby declare like that's what I need. Valerian Steel. So I'm interested in knowing what James Harden's current scoring average and percentages, because he hasn't really been focusing on
I think it's like
scoring.
20, 21, something like that.
No, for his career.
Oh, career? Probably low 30s.
It can't still be that high, because he has had like a couple seasons where he scored and he didn't start off an elite scorer, so I'm curious to see what his career numbers are at. But maybe you're right. I don't know. But that'd be more than Jordan. Jordan's average is like 3 points.
Career
Like 30
points per game is 24.
Okay, that makes sense. That's about right. He's kind of got the Kobe thing going on. Started off like, a little rough or not like a main guy. Then he decided to become less of a scorer, but Kobe, like his last 3 years, he was just hurt.
Oh my God, Luca.
I declare war on AI. That should need to burn. Facts. AI, Skynet, bots, tech, all of it. I don't even drive no more. I run on the ground like the Flintstones. Dude had the right idea. All I'll say. Dude,
He did get fouled twice, and they didn't call it.
I gotta watch the second one. I didn't watch it yet. I kind of want to read the book first, though. I got it. It's read one. And I'm like, I'm good for the time being. Look at that lady. She's in disbelief. Technical. I feel like a lot of players are too cool for that shit. You know how mad I'd be if you got a tech like this in a playoff game? I'm punching you.
He got fucking fouled twice, and they give him a tech dog. Get these refs out of here.
I read the first book before I watched the film. Star Destroyers. Me and Glam actually spoke about this before.
Yeah,
we
did.
spoke about it. But
I'm about to reread it as well.
But yeah, I might just start watching them stuff. The second movie only covers the second half of the first book, anyways. Oh,
That's the only reason people like the second half of the movie or second movie. It's because it's all the goddamn payoff. From
yeah,
the first movie.
from like chilling and waiting. So, but as a side note, I just as a part 2 thing. It's weird because I like technically saw it, but like didn't register it. But I was like watching like just now. I'm like I seen a trailer for something. I'm like this is like a Zack Snyder movie, and it was like Rebel Moon Part 2. I'm like oh shit. I really just know Zack Snyder's like style of filming and combat and stuff by this point. I just know it's him.
About which movie are you talking about?
Repeat that.
Is it which movie are you talking about?
No, I'm just talking about Rebel Moon. I just seen the trailer for it, and I'm like,
Yeah,
this looks like a Zack Snyder movie that was Rebel Moon. I'm like, oh wow, I was
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Cause I actually
The
watched the
reason,
first part. I didn't think it was good or bad. I thought it was just the most like meh thing I've ever seen. Like this is just so, whatever. This is the most 6 out of 10 thing I've seen all year.
yeah, yeah. Many people say that it's like one of the worst Star Wars
But I'm not a
Star
Zack.
Wars
I'm not a.
movie.
I'm not a Zack Snyder hater though. I don't hate the man or his filming style or anything. He just
I love
he's
Just
got his
pointing out some
cons.
bad.
you.
He's got his cons. He's got some bad movies, but I don't just hate the man just to hate the man. I also don't like that people don't act like they don't know what happened with his family.
He's killing his rep recently, though. He's been putting out some horrible takes,
I saw some
especially
shit.
about Superman.
I don't even know about
Like
that. But
what?
the last thing I saw from about him, I think wasn't he the one who said Batman doesn't eat pussy? Was that him?
No, he's the one that said he did, which was a W.
Oh,
Recently,
okay,
he was talking
okay.
about he was talking about the reasons why Batman should kill people, and it's like, bro.
Oh, that doesn't bother me.
Really?
I probably doesn't bother. Well, actually, what did he say first? Because I don't care about superheroes kill. I really don't.
He said the only reason people don't like him killing people is because they prop him up on a pedestal like he's a god that can do no wrong. Which I'm like, that's not
Facts.
the rationale. You think that's why they're doing it? Because like,
No,
well,
because
yeah.
it just he's a hero. He's not gonna go out here and take lives. He's not an anti-hero. He's not vigilante. He's not
Yeah.
morally gray. I mean, he toes the line in a lot of ways, but like at the end of the day, Batman and Bruce Wayne are supposed to be like a good guy. So I get it, but like
Yeah.
sometimes I think they're right. Like Joker, you need to kill him. That's the right answer.
Yeah,
That is the morally correct thing to do.
I agree.
Yeah, sure. Because every time that
something about
the
Superman recently too. I just don't remember what it was.
Uh,
the prison kills more people. So yeah, for sure, he's the one that you have to kill.
Brother,
The thing
fuck the
about it,
rest. I'll
the
take out the mind
Batman,
watching Batman
he's
catching bodies. Facts. Same. Certain niggas gotta go. Yeah.
what I love. The thing
I think
about
him going
the fact
out
that
his way to kill people is it would bother me. But if he's actually like just fighting crime and he throws like a batarang and it hits you in the wrong place, and you bleed out later, I don't care about that.
Or just lets you run like that. Like that's not.
Does that make sense? Like I'm in a car chase and I hit a car a little too hard and one of them banged their head too hard. Like I'm sorry, brother. That's just
Yeah, the
unfortunate for
one
you.
thing that I'm always gonna
If you
get
go
mad at
out
would
your way,
be-
he's like, I want to murder. Like, nigga, I don't
Yeah.
have like I don't know why a lot of these like people forget we have like the crime syndicate. Like, if I want to watch like a Bruce Wayne that's not a good person, I could just watch Owlman. Even though
Oh
Owlman
man,
more
yeah.
like nihilistic
Yeah.
kind of guy. Like I have that. Like if I want to watch Superman be a dickhead, I could just watch Ultraman sniff kryptonite and incinerate folk. Like I don't need you guys to be like, what if Superman was morally gray or a little bit evil? I'm like, you already fucking exist.
So,
Yeah, and I feel the same. I feel the same way in terms of the
The Batman thing is only going to piss me off if I see this man using guns with bullets.
The gun things I get because that's literally part of his mythos
Exactly.
because it's a thing that took his parents' life. He refuses to use it. Like I'm with you for that one. That I don't ever really want to see. That's why the Thomas Wayne thing always kills me. Like, cause I remember the first time I kind of seen like, what's going on? He busting gunshots? I was like, what's going
Yeah.
on? Yo, oh man.
not only these. When you think about it, don't know if you watched Batman Beyond.
Rick.
Yeah.
That is
Josh
one of the
Green, thank you very much.
Yeah,
yeah
I watched Batman
Batman
Beyond.
Beyond. Yeah, so the scene where Batman is too old, and and he was fighting. He put his Batman costume, and he was fighting as an old man, and he was losing. So when he grabbed the gun of one of the bandits and was about to point it at him, he knew that he had to stop. Ale, that rule of not taking weapons of Batman, you can do so much thing creatively when you write this character.
Feel it.
It's so dumb to say yeah, Batman can kill. You know what I mean? That's just like it lose all these intricacies that
I feel it.
Batman has.
Abdel, who are
I
you?
just realized something.
Abdel, who are you rooting for, by the way? Dallas or the Clippers? Go
I
ahead.
think he's rooting for Dallas.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I feel like as I'm watching Lavely take the free throws, I just realized I feel like it's more important for a big man to be better at his free throws than a guard because the big dudes are probably more liable to get fouled
I agree
more
with that.
often than
Yeah.
the guards are.
I
For
think there's a
sure,
lot of truth to
big
that.
man. That's why Shaq his biggest weakness was the fact that he was not.
And then
really
Shaq will
thinking.
lie to you and tell
Imagine-
you, I make them when they count. Nigga, I watched you play. You clank that shit no matter what the fuck is happening. What the hell is he? I'm not saying he hasn't made free throws when it mattered ever in his life, but he's like, I make it when they count. No, I literally watched you guys win every single ring. And you know how many times you brick a fucking free throw I need you to make, and I'm stressed out, my heart racing.
Yes.
What is he over there? He be lying, bro. He be
Bro,
lying on
um,
TV. You want to see some cool Evil Justice League stuff? Just watch Batman Brave and the Bold episode and let my heroes be heroes. I like Batman Brave and the Bold. That was a good,
Yeah,
that's a
the
good show.
match you can't lose that match. Literally, the match you can't lose this match. Ooh, Luca,
That was, bro. There's
Is
no
that
way
the-
Norman Powell just made that. There's
That was a bailout.
what? No, fold again.
do you
Ooh.
have you watched Glenn, have you watched, I don't know if you also seen it, but have you guys watched the what the fuck is their podcast called, the Mind the Game podcast?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yes, I watch it. Yeah, I didn't watch the last episode though, but yeah, I watch it. Yeah, most of it.
I watched it. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the hockey assist? I've always wanted that to be a thing.
A stat for it? I think JJ made a good point. I just don't know.
Okay.
I don't
but
know if the
stat
league would
for-
ever institute it because it feels like that they'd be taking it from hockey, and I feel like they'd be too prideful to do it, as far as I'm concerned.
I also like the
The relay-
screen,
you mean the relay.
I like the screen
The
stat
screen
too.
thing I like.
that
as
doesn't
well,
bother me
because that's
either.
like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, because so many bigs, their job is just to screen, and they become master at it. Man,
Cause
PJ
I, cause
Washington,
I,
how do you
because
lose that
I don't
shit?
set, cause I don't set screens, bro. So like,
And it's a
I
lot
was
of
not a good
beginner and
screener.
smart player.
you set me screens. Actually, I wave screens off all the time. I won't lie to you. I play like a coon.
PJ Washington.
I wasn't
buy a
I wasn't
bucket
I
right
was
now.
actually I was kind of an ISO merchant, but I never
Oh
I
my
never cared
God,
about
man.
using screens. Oh,
The
why is he
game's
wa-
about to run. The game's about to fall away from Dallas right now. I can feel it.
Oof.
Yep.
Sports really be serious, nigga. It's heart racing, insane. Yes, bro. Like, see, I do think there's something cool about being a general fan of a sport and not really having a team or a person to root for. You can just enjoy it as a fan of the sport. There's value in that. I get to do that in basketball these days. There is no team that I really care for like that, like in that sense. But there's teams I probably want to see lose. But if it's my team and I'm invested and my players are there, bro, I might as well be on the goddamn pitch or the goddamn court with them, bro. You know, one time Ronaldo was taking a penalty, I left the house. I'm like, just tell me what happened. I couldn't watch. I couldn't watch, bro. I had to leave. I walked to my back and I'm like, just tell. And then I heard them cheer. I'm like, yes, let's go. Shoot. Like, I be stressed, bro. I won't lie. There's times where like Derrick Rose taking a free throw he needs to miss, and I'm watching through like you know, like when you watch between your fingers, like, oh my god, like, yes, let's go, okay, clutch,
That's me.
clutch, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to care though. I have to really like love the team and or the player, and that hasn't happened in a long time, I would say. So these days, Derrick Rose forever live in your mind, huh? Derrick Rose is my.
It's so
If you don't
fun,
know this,
yeah,
Derrick Rose is my
yeah.
second favorite player of all time. If you don't know that, of Star Destroyers, he's my second favorite player ever. So, when Derrick Rose scored 50, I cried. I cried too, bro.
I can understand.
I wasn't gonna
can
cry, but he
understand.
started crying. I started crying too. I'm like, bro, why are we crying? When Jeff Teague told the story, I started laughing. I'm like, I'm watching through the TV and I'm tearing up, bro. I'm like, I've been through so much. I'm like, oh my god, Derrick.
Yeah. This is really.
I don't know who
yeah, really- oh,
my number one's always gonna be Kobe. Yeah,
yeah,
Kobe. my number
he's
one.
a Clipper fan. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
man.
But you know what it is too about Derrick Rose. I'll say this because sometimes people wonder like, okay, why do you have a personal attachment to this to this person or player or whatever? Because I explained this to Vince about J. Cole the other day. J. Cole's the first rapper that I discovered on my own. Because usually, like the rappers I listen to, like Jay-Z and Nas and Eminem, that's cultural osmosis. I'm seeing them on TV and BET. My friends like them, or like my older siblings, my brother, my sisters, my parents liked, New Edition. So they put me on. When I was starting to look for music on my own, in like the blog era, Dat Piff, Charles Hamilton, Asher Roth on the come up, before ASAP Rocky was ASAP Rocky, the Beast Coast movement and stuff. Like I discovered these guys on my own and like their music, so I had a deeper personal attachment. Derrick Rose was the only player I ever saw in college that I was convinced was going to come to the league and be a superstar and be nice, and I was right. I am not a scout. I am not good at telling how good someone's going to be. And the only other player I was able to do that with was actually John Morant, which is why I ended up liking him so much. But I'm like, this guy's an idiot off the court. I can't fucking take this team seriously. But that's a big reason why I like Derrick Rose. And my favorite 7-game series is when they took Boston to 7 in round 1 with multiple overtimes, when it was Ben Gordon, Kirk Heinrich, Tyrus Thomas, Joakim Noah, one of my 10 favorite players of all time, and probably my favorite center. Dang, like, and Rose is a rookie.
Boozer at that time.
No, Boozer wasn't there yet.
Oh, okay.
Boozer and Taj Gibson came after Tyrus Thomas and thing left. But yeah, like, I love that team. I love that squad. I remember seeing Noah in Florida win the state championship and stuff too. So like, I was really, 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 really invested in that team. So. I was devastated when Derrick when he hurt his leg. I was devastated, bro. You don't understand. I didn't go to
that
school.
College thing that you were saying before, like that was me with Kyrie.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, when he was at Duke,
you feel good, like, hey, yo, like I'm watching this player in like high school, college, like I was right about them. Like like you feel kind of like nice. Adding the J. Cole speech to the Naya bingo, you might have to. You might have to. Nigga showing a lot of leg. Twitch might get your ass these days.
You need to win that game.
The stream saying I'm showing too much thigh.
25 for 65 and 25 for 69. This is disgusting basketball.
No, it's not. This is good basketball.
Yeah, for offenses though, it's bad. For defense, we are cooking.
Yeah, but yeah, Kobe.
Yes,
yeah, Kobe Rose are probably my favorite 2 players. I don't know who's third. I have to think about it, but
He's no big on the gun.
I know Joakim Noah is one of my favorites. Also 2K days, but my 2K days I used to cook with the Bulls too. So I don't play 2K anymore at all or FIFA, but yeah.
Ew.
Yo, I'd bench him.
Get him off the court, man.
I would actually bench him because like I don't need your knee to start hurting for this, bro. Go sit down.
Save yourself for Paris, for the love of God.
Yeah, he's not playing the Olympics, bro.
Bro,
And Russ needs to be benched for that bullshit that he just fucking pulled right there too.
He wants to be
Yeah.
Don't set up a jump shot, man.
Let's get Paul George under the foul.
Pali Georgie.
Post him up, Luca. Fouled.
I got some good stream ideas. I'll do like my favorite, maybe like 20 players in basketball.
I got 25. I got 25 written down right now on my phone, so I can easily do that if you want.
Game.
Okay, maybe 30 then. I'm gonna do 30. Maybe my favorite 30 players of all time. Then I'll do football players.
His playmaking is good, but the way that he dribbles the ball sometimes, I just want to slap him sometimes.
And fucked up the free throw. Classic Luca.
9.
Let me think.
No,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really done like I've done it for football, like back in the day, like for like soccer, but like I don't think I've ever done it for NBA. Like I just tell you who's like my favorite kind of active player, current player, but like I never really thought about it that deeply. But I won't lie to you, you're gonna see a lot of Chicago Bulls people on that team. You go see, cause Jimmy Butler's in my top is up there. I know he's a Miami man now, but I know remember where he started. His roots were with Thibs in the trenches of the Bulls of Chicago in the Windy City. That's what. Yeah.
Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi is probably
Luka
up there.
Doncic, bro.
I'm actually people don't know this. I actually am a big Dirk fan, so Dirk will be there.
Dirk's my favorite player of all time.
I'm not mad at that at all.
I love the way that motherfucker shoot.
That's why I said this podcast is partially for LeBron's legacy because he's talking about we weren't really a super team. We didn't have enough to win. I'm like, nigga,
let me ask you about this.
Okay.
I personally wouldn't define the 2011 team as a super team because I only think there's really only been 3 super teams to exist in the league.
All right,
now,
talk to me.
But I'll also give this. If you do consider it one, then I think there's a whole litany of other teams you have to put in that category too that also predate the Boston Celtics with Garnett, Pearson, Allen.
like Magic's
Ooh,
team
so
with
it's a
the
team.
Lakers with
Magic's
Worthy
team.
and stuff, and like Larry
Yep.
with his. Oh yeah,
95 Rockets.
I think
96 to 98 Bulls.
I think you have to do two things, I guess, to some degree. Like sometimes it's like if I think people don't like how it happens sometimes. If you happen to just
Yeah.
do it through the draft organically normally and
Yes.
all the teams end up being good, it bothers people less. But if like me, you, right, and whoever else is like a free agent and we decide to team up, it looks worse. Bless you. It looks worse.
Man,
But
damn.
it's not as I don't even really care about the super team label. It's the fact that he was like, we didn't have enough. Why are you
Well, they definitely have,
why are you acting like you weren't in the NBA playoffs finals?
I don't know. I don't actually know why he said that, because before and after he said it, he said
I
he
played like
fucked
shit.
up in the final,
yeah.
and then he had said after it, if I had played better, we would have won.
Yeah, that's
So I don't know why he said that.
Yes, for sure.
maybe
don't
just
know.
maybe it's one of the things
Which
he just talking. Maybe he didn't realize he said that. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
His teammates didn't like the way.
But I'll
that,
say, like,
he-
if I'm
that
saying that team's on a super team, in my opinion, the only super teams that I've seen ever exist are 2012 to 14 Heat, the
Mhm.
2014 Spurs, and then the KD mixed with the Warriors.
why is 2014 Spurs a super team?
Because of Kawhi,
Hey,
in my opinion. Like
But
that
guys-
team with Kawhi, Duncan, Parker, Ginobili, and then you add on prime Danny Green.
Do you
with his shooting
do
ability?
you factor in how the team was constructed? Like if it was just through the draft and normal organically?
No, that doesn't matter to me.
Okay,
I only
all
look
right,
at the
okay.
quality of the
Fair enough.
players.
Fair enough. So they make excuses. That's kind
yeah.
of
What do you think of the series? Wolves against the Suns.
Suns are going home in 5.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Surprised if Minnesota sweeps them. I'm not gonna lie.
Brother,
I
Literally, I'm
never
not
believed in them. That's just me personally. I can't talk to
Bro,
anybody else.
I've
Me too,
never
me
liked
too.
this Suns team since KD got there, because it's like they have to have KD, Book, and Beal all score above 30 to win a game, and it's just not
Yes.
sustainable.
brother. I was just even when we play against them last year. Literally, David Booker had one of the best game of his life to win one game. 80% from the floor, man, and all jumpers. And literally, we were playing bad. Like our players were playing really bad. When we won this series in 6 last year.
Mm.
So literally, I knew that if they were playing against Minnesota, they might not pass that defense, you know. And brother, they held them under 100 points 2 times.
Frank
in a row.
Vogel is also not a great offensive coach or coordinator in any capacity. He's more of a defensive
Yeah.
guy.
Bro.
And
And
I
we
am
need-
shocked that
we
with
need
the
a point
with the
guard.
firepower he has, he can't cook up something. And thank you, Griever. Appreciate you.
I don't think they have the defensive personnel to make his strats work.
Yeah.
For an good
Yeah.
He
offensive
needs
team.
a point guard. He really needs a point guard. Somebody that can press them, make them give.
Phoenix,
uh,
no. What Phoenix
best
needs is an elite big that can function as a rim protector. Because otherwise, they're too
Okay.
fucking small.
Not only
They
this,
also
not
they're
only this,
also
there's
they're
so
also
many
too in love
deficiencies.
with their jump shot.
Yeah, like Nurkic is a good
Yes.
center, but I don't think he's a good fit for that
Bro,
group.
I really don't understand why they don't go to the rim sometimes.
Did I know that Michael Jordan
Literally.
makes over 400 million a year? Isn't he a billionaire?
Yeah, he is.
I don't know how much money he makes in a year, but I'm pretty sure like he's been a billionaire for a while, so that's not that shocking
Yeah,
to me.
he
I
is.
actually would surmise he made more. Maybe if you asked me, I probably would told you he probably makes 600 million a year. But I guess I know now. But no, I didn't know that. I don't pocket watch. They have a bunch of money that I don't have that they won't give me. So fuck them.
The Buffalo Braves.
Jordan, send me like $100, please. I mean, the GOAT being a billionaire is not surprising. It's not surprising. He should be a billionaire. He has like the greatest shoe company ever or whatever.
I was about to
something
say,
silly.
like, more than half of that has to
Yeah,
be
I don't. It's not NBA money because he took a lot of pay cuts. He wasn't even like wasn't like 100 and something at some point in the league. Like that guy did not
he
care
did
about
not
that.
get paid a lot.
He was kind of like Tom Brady. Like I'm trying to win, bro. Cause I'd be like that in NBA too. Like I don't give a fuck about this NBA salary. I'm gonna make my money off the court. Like just whatever we have to do to sign the most amount of players or the players that work the best. I'm willing to play ball. Don't be ridiculous though to like take $1 million. No, suck my dick. But
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
Nice move.
Just a fun fact, them goddamn Nike royalties insane. Yeah.
Oh man, they just killed him. Oh man,
Mhm.
that 3-pointer, damn brother.
Kyrie, please. Yes, sir.
You guys are too late. It's weird. I'm
Damn
like
it.
I'm watching
What
from
is wrong
Europe.
with
You
what's up,
guys are
Griever?
watching from the North America, and I'm always in front of you when things happen or are happening. It's really weird.
Oh, Kyrie, you can't hit him right in the face like that, player.
There is a delay for you guys.
Oh, mine's is a little behind clams, but
Yeah.
Hold on for 6 minutes, guys. We can win this game. Win this game, and we'll be a happy man.
Griever, if you're
I
speaking,
mean,
I can't hear you. Oh, there you are. There you are. What's up?
I just jumped in to say that Star's not wrong. Those Nike royalties are insane. I mean, that's what made him a billionaire. It wasn't the NBA salary. I'm agreeing with Naya. That's
Yeah.
all. That's
Yeah.
all I jumped in to say.
How you doing? Everything's good?
0. They've LA's had a couple of these 0.3-minute droughts this game. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Kawhi.
Nice
Kawhi,
rebound. Oh
Kawhi
god.
stinks, and they want him to
Kawhi
not
is
stink.
Yes.
not. Kawhi thinks he's cooking. He's not right now.
Get the ball to Paul
No,
George.
he's hurt. He's hurt.
What the
literally.
fuck was that, bro?
Man, it was catastrophic.
What? What is this bullshit basketball, man?
Brother, they missed layups. They had
There's
rebounds.
no way they're
Literally,
selling like
they're
this.
choking.
Y'all betting the game?
They were choking. They were choking. Like,
All right, Kyrie.
You know what the first thing I'd
I
say?
ain't
If
gonna lie.
Go ahead, Griever.
Fourth quarter Curry.
Oh, I just wanted to say that, like, I got out of basketball.
Kyrie's dumb. Kyrie's stupid. He's stupid.
Once Kobe
Kyrie's
retired and
stupid.
once fucking MJ left the sport and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and now coming back into it in the last few years, I'm realizing how pussy-footed this fucking game became. And so I'm just like, God damn.
It did become
There's
that.
no way Russ made that. There is a 0% chance
Russ-
Russ just made
We're
that.
shooting trees is hilarious, man.
Yeah, Griever. It's kind of like my dad's the same. Cause my dad is like kind of stopped watching after
Did you
like
score that?
the Kobe three-peat
Yes.
with Shaq, and
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's always weird
Okay.
for him to like what is this? I'm like, Dad.
Yeah, no.
Even I
that-
even
and
I
when
go,
we-
what is this?
Yeah, if you took the greatest, if you put Shaq and Kobe and MJ and Magic and all these guys in here, they would get fouled so much they wouldn't be allowed to play, for Christ's sakes. Larry Bird, any of them, they'd be fouled so much you wouldn't even be allowed to play in
Well,
this
their
era.
numbers will look better, so they should want that.
Yeah, their numbers would look better on a weaker court. That's my point.
Well, actually, I hate when people say that because that's not technically true. Because the talent level is better in this league, they just don't play as hard.
No. That's what pisses me
Playing
off.
space
Kobe
is
Bryant
different, man.
worked harder than
Playing
anybody else,
space
in my
is
opinion.
different, guys.
But the fact is that
Foul.
it
Bad foul.
is that you were allowed to actually go up against guys. No different than any sport, football, hockey, anything like that. It's grown, it's changed, right? And it's all about the safety of the players, 100%. But you can't ignore the fact that a guy who gets checked into the boards in the NHL today isn't protected by 1,000,000 pounds of gear, when back in the day he wasn't, and then he had to get up, take a tooth out, and keep going. You know?
Did Kawhi just miss a free? Sit him down. I've had enough. Sit Kawhi down.
I would
Kawhi
have benched
is-
him, but I'm with
Yes,
I'm
man.
Griever. You and I are pretty aligned. Like I don't like at this point I just let the game be the game. Like I just aged out of it, so it is what it is. Like I'm cool, but I'm with
Fair.
you. But there's a lot of nuances that I do think some people don't account for a little bit. Cause like to me,
Yeah.
I've always said this. If I blow by you and your only course of action is to fucking clothesline me out the air, you're a bad defender.
I
That's
agree.
not good
I
defense.
agree.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bill Laimbeer choke slamming me out the air is not good defense. I don't want to
No, it
see.
is not.
I do
No.
not want to see that shit at all. This is not the octagon, right? So like that doesn't move me. I'm not trying to see them fucking fight and on the court, but I do think they've removed too many rules and a lot of the physicality that makes the game a little too soft for me. in a lot of
Uh,
ways.
A little bit, just a
The-
tweak.
I feel
just
that
a
way.
tweak.
I feel that way for regular
Hold on,
season.
hold on. The talent level overall, as in the skill sets that the basketball players come in with today, and their overall athletic level
Significantly higher.
is a lot better. But I do not think they come in with a good mentality. The mentality is much weaker, and they're
I
cut
agree.
and they're cut from a bullshit feeble cloth. Not like I'm a go and grind. It's like I'm a fucking influencer. I'm gonna fuck baddies and I'm gonna load manage. Like they're not serious about the craft like that. I've heard
got-
Pat Beverly and a lot of people say a lot of people who are in the NBA do not care about basketball. They just care about making a lot of money, being rich.
And I
And
think
I
that's
care
about
I think
me,
that's
it's
It's
primarily
very evident to see with a lot of these players and how they get like.
What did Charles?
I agree with that
Barkley
too,
say?
but
What
I
did-
think it's
what did
primarily
he
a
say?
regular season problem because in the playoffs you can see
It's,
the defensive intensity ratchets up immensely. Like we've been watching this whole game, man.
Mhm.
Dallas we wouldn't consider particularly a defensive team or good defensive
Zion
team.
on his bun
And
runs.
Luka,
Zion,
Yeah,
PJ,
that's
and
true,
isn't the nigga?
Here's
Zion going for his fucking
What's
porn
the guy
stars.
from the Rockets? He knocked up that-
Jalen Green.
There you go, like him, like yeah.
Yeah. Here's my biggest problem with this era isn't the fact that once again I'm not going to argue talent, like that's not my concern. The game has changed. Once again, the rules have changed. Whatever, that happens in every major sport. My thing is that it's, as Naya just said, it's all about the money. Like the top stars in the 90s and the 80s and even in the early 2000s, they played every goddamn game. Who the fuck, like, these guys are sitting out on games just for the fun of it and stuff because it's like, we already got our paycheck, blah blah blah. It's fine. And it's like, yeah, no, that's not cool with me. It's like, once again, it's a money scheme now. It's all about, oh, I made it and stuff. Charles Barkley complained about this. Shaq complained about this. A lot of guys I've heard on a lot of sports podcasts have been complaining about the mentality, as Naya said. It's not about the talent. The talent is fine. The talent is just as good as it's ever been, and I will never question like the Currys and the James and all that stuff of this era. I'm not going to complain about that. They are top tier. But the problem is the mentality of these players. They're just not willing to go and get it. MJ played every single game. He never stopped. Kobe never stopped. Shaq never stopped. Larry Bird never stopped. None of these guys ever, if they were sitting out, it's because they were literally in a hospital bed. These guys never chose to
I think
sit
they were,
out a game.
but again,
Not
I'm with you, but I think it's just a difference in time period and mentality because I think we were raised to be like that because I was raised like whatever it is that these kids are like raised on. It's not like my coach would grab me by my fucking shoulder and body me to show how much of a pussy I'm being on the court or whatever. You think these coaches can do that today?
Yep.
You know how much fucking
No.
suing they're getting sued. How dare you grab my son like that? Like you cannot do that anymore. Like you can't even coach the same way you used to. Like I did something bad. Headbangs. I look at my coach like tentatively. What the fuck are you doing?
Parent, Naya.
Get your
Naya,
fucking
you can't
ass
be like
here.
a parent,
Like-
let alone as a coach.
Oh,
You can-
cooked him.
You cannot do that no
Yeah,
more. You
that's
cannot
the
even
switch.
coach these kids. You gotta.
Yes, sir.
The kids kind of have the power. Like like you get fired, bro. So I think some of it's because with AAU. A lot of these kids are basically, as soon as they
Yeah,
show
that's
a glimpse of talent, Weaver, they're the greatest thing since sliced bread and treated with kitty gloves until they pretty much get to the NBA. So they're just used to being pampered. It's just
Yeah.
it's an Eros thing. Okay, Kawhi, sit down.
I think
Kawhi,
it's
Kawhi
sad
needs to
see.
stop. He just needs to stop playing. This man is not right. He is not healthy.
Oh, Luka, that was fucking cold, man.
because
That was
because
fucking
my
cold.
mentality
I
is a
agree
little
with
a
that.
little more old school because I'm the kind of person to be like, yeah, but LeBron
Oh,
went.
nah, Luca.
Because I'm like, LeBron went to the finals
Oh,
800
that was
times.
fucking
I'm like,
cool, man.
okay, but he didn't win. Like, why do I care about that?
Yeah,
Like that.
exactly.
but-
exactly.
But I conversely feel the same way about people being like, well, Jordan didn't get out the first round until. I don't care. If you didn't win, you lost. I don't care if you came 16th or second. If you weren't first, you know what you didn't get? A ring. That's how I look at it. Now, I catch
agree
for
with
other
that.
people. Other people love doing things
And-
like,
and when-
well,
here's-
at least
here's
he
the
was
worst-
4-time All NBA. I'm like, I don't care about that. Did you win a
No.
fucking ring, bro? Like, why
You
do
know
we
the
lower
worst-
the bar of greatness? You have to win.
The
You
worst-
have to
the worst
win, Weaver.
argument-
You need to win.
No, I agree, man. The worst argument I ever heard with the James, and once again, I'm the guy who respects the talent. I will never say that LeBron James is not one of the best talented NBA stars
he's
of all
the
time.
second
I will
best
not
player
say
to ever
he's the
play.
second best.
Curry is
Yeah.
not. I will not say nobody's going to say that. But the point of the fact is that when you're talking prime and everyone talks the goat shit, it's just like how can you compare? And then everyone brings up stats. It's like you mean a dude who literally took a year off and then came back and then literally did a trip? Like, what are you talking about, my guy? Like, nobody does
Yeah.
that. Not even Wayne Gretzky did that. And I'm like, what are you talking about here? Like,
My-
there is no comparison.
my-
There's no
Well, there is a
comparison.
comparison, but Mike's the GOAT. There
My-
definitely is a comparison.
Yeah, to Kobe Bryant, not
No,
to
not to
LeBron
Kobe
James.
Bryant. Kobe Bryant is not on LeBron's level in terms of GOAT
Uh,
status.
That's not
Absolutely
that's
is.
that's
He's got,
that's not
4 to
entirely
5,
true.
Yeah,
I
4 to
think
5.
LeBron's a
Even
better
to-
all-time great, but
yeah.
you could have the conversation.
Yes.
I don't think Kobe's in the conversation. I only think 3 people ever in the conversation.
No, that's not my point. My point is there's a lot. I don't even want to get into this right now because I didn't want to turn
Just
this to a GOAT debate thing. My point
I
is
was just gonna say which one out of LeBron and Kobe covers his hand in rings. That's all I'm saying.
Mm.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
that
really
does, if you're
talking about the
judging it
GOAT
just
right
off
now,
rings,
guys.
then Mike's not even the GOAT.
That's true. And Mike himself, though, and I still hold to this. Mike himself said, people talk about this all the time. I don't care who's the best. I care about who's the best team of all time. And then he goes down the dynasty and stuff. Listen, the man
The
is
best
more
team of all
humble than
time
the
wouldn't
other
even
guy.
be Mike's either.
And he was a hard ass.
because
He
Mike
was
will
one of the
lose to
worst
the-
people to be on a team with.
Mike will lose to teams to like
Listen,
the
fuck
the Warriors.
fuck
man.
all of that. My point is, when I talk
Go
about
ahead.
Kobe, I always have to add so much context because it's like because people never really watched him and don't really understand. And Kobe and LeBron was not a better all-time great than Kobe when he won his 3rd ring. That didn't come until he got his 4th. To me, I wouldn't be mad if you said that to me, but I'd have the argument with you.
I'm saying
Because
that-
we're
Kobe's
everyone
not
here is not an
argument.
idiot. So no one here's gonna say something stupid like
No.
Kobe was carried by Shaq. We're not dumb, so we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that.
I would
So-
argue that Kobe
So we can
wasn't.
we can already remove that.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant had one of the literal hardest runs through the goddamn Western Conference and made it to the finals 3 times in a row, and then had to fucking see Boston in one of them, twice, and lost
Yep.
one of them. We're not gonna act like the fucking Eastern Conference wasn't 100 times easier than what Kobe had to go through. We're not gonna do
No,
that.
I agree.
I'm not.
Okay.
I think LeBron's the second best player of all time. I'm not trying to put Kobe above him, but I don't like when people try to act like it's not even conceivable to have the argument in any capacity. Don't disrespect that man's 20 years of history. Don't do that.
Thank
I
you,
think-
man.
Don't do
I
that.
think
That's all
with
I'm
me,
saying.
Do not
because
do
with
that.
me, Naya,
And we
the only
and a lot of us
player-
respect the way that he approached the game. It's the mentality. It's the things that he did on and
Yep.
off the court. It's not
I
just the literal game.
He
Because
himself-
as a man, I respect Kobe 100 million times more than
Oh, I
LeBron
100%
James. Because
agree.
LeBron off the court is a fucking clown. He lies. He fake reads. He says shit he doesn't even fucking understand. Something about China and have to walk it back. Like, there's all this goofy ass shit that I don't fucking respect. And where's Kobe?
Yeah.
In the goddamn gym. Bounce, 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 shot. Bounce, bounce,
Kobe,
bounce, shot.
Kobe
I respect that
himself
more.
even said, Kobe himself even said that Shaq would be better than himself, MJ, and LeBron.
Oh,
in
no,
an
Kobe's
interview.
right.
If
In
he
fact,
worked.
if he had trained his
Kobe's
heart,
right.
he said Shaq would be the greatest player of all
He's
time.
100%
if he had
right.
his work
But
ethic.
Kobe was not
Because
perfect,
the
though.
man was
in any
humble enough to
capacity.
recognize like Shaq's talent was well above his own. If he had applied his level of work ethic, it's like I couldn't beat that man.
Mhm.
Are you crazy? The dude was a monster. You know, like there's that. That's what I'm looking for. This dude thought he was the GOAT, but at the same time recognized other GOAT talent. You know what I'm saying?
The reason
And that's
why
what
I
pisses
don't,
me
I
off
don't,
about LeBron. LeBron thinks he's the greatest with less rings than anybody in the GOAT conversation, and also just like yeah, he's in the conversation 100%. I would never deny he's top 3, but I'm just sitting there like
I think
his
putting Kobe,
attitude
I
is
would never
off.
put Kobe in that group because there are other players that are not in the GOAT conversation that I consider better than him all time.
Eh? We spread it that
Oh.
Kobe doesn't do that.
I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, and Tim Duncan are all better than him.
I'll
But
give
he doesn't
you
better
I'll
than
give you all
Kobe.
3 of those. Yeah.
I could.
Then
I
that's why I have
the
and I
only
have
the only
MJ and Bron at the top
the
two.
only one that I give him is Kareem. I think Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time, and he's definitely better than Larry Bird.
I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
but
is.
for
Oh,
me,
give you-
if
Wait,
I
sorry,
will run down,
and Tim Duncan. The Tim Duncan
Yes.
one is one of the ones I never get mad because I don't think you can separate them more than two spots. But Kobe definitely
agree.
was definitely better.
because this
was
is something
definitely
else
better.
I do, Naya, as well. For me, it's hard to say that because like the numbers I just gave would say that Kobe's not in my top 5, which that is the case. But the problem is with me for basketball players, there are people that are so close together where I have to sort of like break the numbers. Where I say there are 6, in my opinion, there are 6 top 5 players that have ever played the
Don't
game.
miss features.
And I think
man.
Kobe's in the group. And I think the same thing for the top 10. I think there are 12 top 10 players of all time in the league because of how things have sort of layered out now. Like because
Maybe
of
the
Steph
features.
moving up as of recently and how I've started to look at Shaq, like I've had to kick Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain out of my top 10, which is like
Meanwhile, Bill
inconceivable for
Russell
some
has
people.
the most of all time.
I understand that. But in my opinion, the rings are not the number one thing that weighs the most for me.
Thank
The
you.
The abilities, the
just so
weight,
we're
like
clear-
the
so
skill
we're
set on
clear.
the court, both offense and defense, matters more to me.
Yeah, just so we're clear before I point that out, is that I am a firm, adamant person as an NFL fan who has to suffer through the Tom Brady era. I 100% agree that championships don't mean the greatest of all time, but
Football's
But,
weird because of
If
how
you are
like,
always,
important
if you have the
quarterback
most,
is.
like a crazy amount of rings, and you're always the best player, or
Yeah.
a major reason to win, you're not the best. I don't get that.
No, well,
no. The
Football's
point
weird
is that the
because,
ring-
Not for football. Forget Tom Brady. I don't know
Oh.
shit about NFL.
No.
Don't use that.
I
'Cause
just mean that in
and that's
general,
much
the
a
rings-
much more team oriented sport. But Bill Russell
I
was a good player. He was a really good defender.
are you asking me,
He was
Naya,
extre-
or
he-
Griever?
I just mean in general. Like I don't understand
Okay.
why we try to downplay rings and don't do the
I'm not-
Don't do the thing
Okay.
where we say Robert Horry's better than. Please don't do that. Don't.
You know, I'm
Okay.
not saying rings. I'm not trying to downplay rings. I'm saying my number one piece of criteria is the skill set. Like what's the ability level that you possess, and then rings are right after that to me. It's just
Which
order of importance.
why-
I'm not
Which
trying to
is why,
downplay.
in my opinion, that's why I put MJ at number 1 and Kobe at number 2, because
I think LeBron's a better all-around player than Kobe.
I
think the only thing
disagree.
Kobe
I
did
think
better
he's
than
number
him-
4, but I don't think he's number.
I think the
don't-
only thing Kobe did better than him, and not by much, is put the ball in the basket. That's real, but Kobe did it in a different way. He's much more
Kobe's a better defender.
jump shots. I think it's really close, Naya.
No, it's not.
Like,
When
I
it
think it's
comes to-
really,
when it comes to
really
Black
close.
Mamba versus
LeBron,
LeBron.
and Kobe Bryant are both overrated defenders. Kobe Bryant's a much better defender than LeBron. LeBron's just more athletic. And bigger.
Kobe can defend far better.
I disagree because
LeBron doesn't have to defend. Why does he defend?
LeBron, when he was in his prime, was one of the best defenders in the league.
Yet
I don't agree with that.
What?
He was a very good
No.
defender. Because I
I'm just
actually don't think he deserved defensive player of the year the year that he didn't get it.
I do,
I don't.
because it makes no sense that Marc Gasol won it as a second team
I
all
have
defense
to
player.
I have to find the thing that I read that I didn't know about. But Marc Gasol actually had better defensive win. It was something. I'm like I didn't even know
Some
that.
win shares.
It was
like an
it was
advanced stat.
it was something really weird where it's like it didn't even make sense that Gasol when he was on the Grizzlies to be I think it was Grizzlies at the time if I remember correctly.
My thing is,
or was
like,
it no, I think of Kevin Love.
He was on the
was
Grizzlies.
Timberwolves was Kevin Love, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There was some
Yeah,
weird thing where I'm like, he actually should have been first team. It was really weird. It's the NBA kind of fucking that up. That the optics look weird,
Yeah.
but Marc Gasol actually did deserve it. But also,
I'm just
and
saying
also
it's odd that
LeBron
they
did.
chose-
Also, I don't think LeBron deserved his rookie of the year. Melo should have gotten that over him.
That one's close. I can see it both ways.
They
on
weren't.
that one.
He
But I
was
think the
he was in
defen-
he was in the
from
Western
what I
Conference.
remember-
He was in the Western Conference, and they weren't in the playoffs. And then when he came, they were in the playoffs. To me, that's more than
From what
enough.
I remember of
and
2013,
and their stats were comparable.
yes, they were. From what I remember of 2013, every game I watched for like various teams, like to me when I watched it, I was like LeBron's the best defender in the league at the time, because he was taking every single challenge that year, and most people had begun to start questioning that at his point career, and it was like, nah, I'm gonna shut that shit down. I understand bigs get more credence in defense because of blocks, and because of their presence in the paint. Now they can alter shots.
But that year, I didn't even think it was particularly close. I'm not going to say that Kobe's not a better defender than him overall, but I think it's close. But I do agree that both of them are overrated defensively. I think that people think that Kobe was like this
Jordan's also an overrated defender.
Gary Payton level defensive player
So
for Kobe. I think
Jordan's
it's ridiculous.
also an overrated defender as well.
I agree too. I think Scottie Pippen was better than him at that front. On that front,
No, he was a better defender.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen was like one of the greatest. Yeah.
and for sure the best defensive player on the Bulls at the time when they won the second repeat
100%.
was Rodman.
I look at Bill.
I
I look
mean,
at
Michael
Jokic
Jordan
in the
even said,
60s.
you don't have Batman without Robin.
More offensive oriented, and
It's
these
like,
two are
you go.
generational. That side that matters more. That's kind of fair, I guess. I don't remember.
I think Bill
Bill
I think would be
and
good in
Wilt,
any
Bill
era.
and Wilt, I get are really hard to like. It's hard to wrap your head
Gauge.
around them. They're always weird to kind of have to rank. So I get that with them, but
I hate people who say
but
Wilt
I
was
respect
like
but I respect
7
but I
feet
respect
tall,
well I
so
respect
didn't
them.
count.
I respect them as all time
Yeah.
greats.
I think Russell in this era would be like Giannis to me, Naya. Just with maybe a little bit more limited offensive game, but I'm not particularly sure on that.
But also, you have to take the athleticism into account when
He
you
was
when you're comparing
crazy
eras.
athletic. People don't even know that for Bill Russell. The motherfucker was crazy athletic.
But I just mean in
It's
an
just that
era
Wilt is
where
a freak.
A lot of people, a lot of
like,
people, a lot of people like,
compare.
yo, he was like the ultimate captain and leader, and he was a player coach.
Mhm.
You know, like there's like a lot of things, and like to me, because I can't always equate things that people have, like people be like, okay, but people have to deal with social media. I'm like, okay, they have to deal with racism.
Go to the coal, Kyrie.
Yeah, what about the racism?
Like
yeah,
like
exactly.
Wilt and Bill had to live through like the '60s, bro. Like, what do you think was going on? And like
And if you clock in certain mileage, like once again, this is more going off onto
and
other
the
sports
motherfuckers
and
are
stuff.
playing in Converse with no goddamn real sports technology. Like, I think about those things. I really do. I think it matters.
But Naya, just to go off on your point, what about the fact that most of these guys playing at the level that we saw were also smoking a pack a day?
Or drinking beer on
Their
the
lungs
sideline.
are fucked.
It was even
Up
worse.
until the 80s.
It was even
every,
worse in the 70s when they were all doing coke.
Yeah, every
before the
athlete
games.
was fucked up until at least the mid 80s. So
Oh,
from
shit.
this, any athlete that you compare from any major sport from the like 50 era
Like
all the way
50%
up to
nerf.
the 85 or 86 was either coked up or
Debuffed.
smoking a couple packs.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were doing their level of athleticism was actually more like you
Gotta
can
get that
make an
ball.
argument that it's more impressive
Oh,
they
this
did
is
that
so
shit.
picky.
Because nowadays you have great, you have the Sidney Crosbys of the world, you have the LeBron James, you have all these guys who are in the gym since they're 14 years old with a keto diet, no bad shit in their system, and they are the peak of physicality. And it's like, yeah, and their numbers are slightly better than people that were smoking cigarettes literally between periods. I'm not that as impressed when you compare that.
I mean, it's not
you know?
slightly better. It's not. You can look at the averages across the board. They've gone up by at least, from what I understand. And this is
I know. The only thing I do
20
know.
to 30 or 20 to
The crazy thing
20
is
is what I meant to say.
the 3-point percentage isn't actually isn't really much better,
no, it's not.
which is kind of
It's
crazy
not.
to me. But
Yeah.
Because I don't think making 3-point shots is still difficult, even if they take more of them. It's the attempts mixing with makes and all this other
Yeah,
kind of shit there.
and then you got Westbrook taking some. So
Like, not everybody's Steph Curry and Clay Thompson. Like, it's not going to be the same
Okay,
thing.
guys, I need to sleep. It's like more than it's
I can't
7
leave her
a.m.
awake. It's like a
up.
million. It's gotta be like 6 a.m. over there.
Yeah, man. But yeah, thank you for the stream.
And
Sorry that I
Dallas,
didn't
he's
participate.
like, God damn.
We'd
Because
love
into
to
the
see
goal
it.
debate, I heard enough goal debates every day, so I'm
I
tired
think we're
of this
past that
shit.
at this point.
All right.
Yeah, brother.
Take
Brother,
care.
we get so good players where we get Jokic playing like on an all-time level right now. We have to talk about him. Let's talk about the new guys too, and who's playing really well, taking challenges. Luca playing well too. Look at him. He just won like today in a 2,000 star match with scoring. So it's really beautiful to see that playmaking, everything was well. They were well calculated. I love this game. So yeah, the Pacers 1-2. So it's one. We get two series where they're 2-1-1. I like that. Timberwolves. I love what they do. I love what they do.
I
Defense
feel it.
from the
Nah,
beginning
you
till
need to
the
you need
end.
to yell at Ty Lue, like send a message, like get Kawhi off the court, man. Y'all are not better with him right now.
You know what I was gonna
But,
say too?
but
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. The thing about it, like,
Yeah.
hey, about Kawhi. Kawhi is hurt. This guy has
That's why he needs to get off the court. He's a liability right now.
degenerative knees. Same to Embiid. You're a traitor to your own soil. I'm telling you, you hurt because some people there in Cameroon need some juju for you, man. The fact that you're a traitor to your own soil, you're gonna suffer because of it.
All right,
Don't
good
mess
night,
with the
Abdel.
Cameroonese
See ya, Abdel.
people. I'm telling you that. Just, yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a great
Ty
playoff.
Lue
Forget
is
what you're
somebody
saying.
that I know isn't afraid of player confrontation, so I'm surprised he didn't just bench him. Be like, dog, you're not playing good. Sit your ass there.
He wasn't making shit. He was getting blown past people. Like there were like maybe 4 or 5 moments that I saw him trying to like do something, and I think about half of
Hey,
those worked. Like it was just not looking
people
good.
were people were thinking that the Clippers will smoke the Dallas. Man, it won't happen, bro. But so yeah, sleep well, boys. See you next time. Can't wait to see you the next content.
All
And
right.
if you want somebody for your panel fucking comic something like this, I'm here for you, brother.
All
Success.
right. Be safe. Have a good night.
Be safe.
But yeah, that was a good game though. All things considered, that was a good game. Oh, I remember this. This is why I love Fisher. I remember this. They're showing buzzer beaters. Oh, this is LeBron's on LeBron too. Ugh. This is why I'm so happy Murray getting revenge for Canadians. Kitchener's finest, bro. Kitchener's finest. But okay, but wait, hold on. I missed watch all these. Oh, this is Damian Lillard sending Paul George home. He's an overrated playoff performer. He really be like resting off his laurels of 2-game walk off against the Rockets and against OKC. What's number 3? I don't even know what the fuck am I looking at. Ralph Sampson. I never seen this. Oh no way! That's crazy. You just threw that shit up. I've never seen that one. I've actually never seen that one. I'm surprised I never seen that. That was kind of crazy. And then Jordan against Cleveland. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So like
That was good.
Griever, for me, right? My argument for like the Jordan thing has always been pretty simple. I don't like overcomplicating this argument, and I don't care about the GOAT debate because none of those players are my favorite players, so I don't really care, right? But for me, it's simple as like I always do it like this. I ask people like, how hard do you think it is to win an NBA championship? And usually people are like, oh, it's really difficult.
mean,
and then I go, how about 2 in a row?
It's pretty fun. I mean, I would argue it's the hardest thing to do in the NBA.
How about a 3-peat? How about 2 in 8 years?
Thank
So,
you.
for me, you can when Jordan figured out how to make it to the mountaintop, and by the way, I do not remove the Orlando loss when he came back from baseball. I don't care, it counts. If you lace him up when you come on the court. I don't care about the excuses. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if your wife left you. I don't care. I don't care. Like just like
I was just
fair.
about to say, like, I've
Like,
seen
from-
that, and it's like, why do
But
people
let's
say
remember
that?
he did it twice.
people try to let him off the hook for that. You just play, no. I don't care about that. You were in the 4 or 5. No. I don't care. You were 45. But anyways, for me, it's like you were not allowed to eat during his era. You know how many people are ringless because of Michael Jordan, and I can't really say the same thing about LeBron. A lot of people ate during the so-called LeBron era. Steph has the same amount of rings as him. Now I get it,
Yes, he
KD. I get it, Kevin Durant.
So many people
I'm
make
not-
the argument that Steph Curry, it's not the LeBron era, it's the Steph Curry because look at the numbers.
And some,
I mean,
some people
I've
also say
seen
because he
that
changed
argument, man.
because he's changed the game. But for me, it's like if you're
That's
really
taking out
like that, and LeBron has had great teams, by the way, with
Yes,
all
he has.
types of all stars and Hall of Famers on it. So it's just like, to me, there's no excuse. Like I don't like he doesn't have enough help. Like that's, I don't lie to you. I really probably wouldn't like hate on LeBron the way that I do if it wasn't for Bronzexuals. They make it worse for him. I can't stand them. They're putrid. Because I thought Kobe fans were ignorant, and they are. But oh my God, I cannot stand LeBron fans. They just
Dude,
rod ride.
He moved
just
to
take
3
out the
major
fan
cities 3 fucking times.
If you just take out
The real goats don't need to do that.
I agree with that.
if
to
you
some
take
degree.
out the fan, if you take out the fan perception and just look at the careers, like they're the two best, and then you just leave it at that and you move on. If you want to, for me, I value the longevity because it is impressive if even at if you're relatively elderly in terms of playing time and you're still averaging the numbers that you can, even if people say that the league's softer, it's still impressive to me. I'm not going to grade it as high as winning because of course winning matters the most in that regard.
That's how I see it. It matters.
The all-time leading scorer thing matters, especially to me. That's nobody thought anybody was going to get that.
It's
Nobody thought.
That's how many years you have on the court. By that argument, Yermer Yager's the greatest hockey player of all
No,
time.
it's not. Reaver, have I ever said LeBron's the GOAT? Have I said LeBron's the GOAT this single time? I have not. I said
No,
Jordan
but
Brown.
you just said that all-time scorer matters, but all-time
It does.
scorer is based on numbers.
I think
Numbers matter.
I'm personally more impressed by his scoring average being the highest that it is, even above Wilt, and the fact that he has 10 scoring titles.
Yeah,
that means more to me
that I will agree.
than him, because Karl Malone could have done that if he somehow could have kept playing a little bit longer, and no one thinks he's one of the best scorers of all time. But LeBron is actually one of the greatest scorers of all time, though. I'll never take that away from him.
Yes, I agree.
But I have to say this too because I don't like when LeBron fans try to do this. It's actually even more impressive because LeBron doesn't even care about scoring. He's actually a point guard, so therefore the fact that no, we're not doing that. Suck my dick. I can't fucking stand.
Yeah. Don't give
If
me
you're the
that.
best, if you're the best player on your team, you care about.
LeBron is a scorer.
Actually,
Is LeBron a
no,
passer?
I
Yes.
want
Is
to
LeBron
hear-
played the game the right way? Yes. But he's a fucking scorer. We're not gonna do that.
Yes, he
he's actually
Yeah.
not. He's actually really a point guard. You're not. No.
Yeah.
We're
But
not
I
doing
actually
that.
want to hear Merchant without you or I want to hear Merchant's actual argument here because he's not wrong. Like I cut him off there. So
Oh, you mean Glam?
Merchant, I
no,
cut you
Glam.
off.
Glam.
Now I wanna-
It's
I wanna
Glam.
hear your
Because
argument.
you think it's E.E2.
Yeah, it's
the
E.E.
Sumnick ball from Kubera.
Yeah.
But,
Reaver's been in here with me before. He just doesn't recognize my voice. It's fine. I don't even know what he's asked me to explain.
My bad.
No, you're fine. What was it you wanted me to explain again? Because you were.
Well, I cut you off before because you said I'm not a LeBron. I'm not talking about LeBron. Blah blah blah. When you were talking
you're
top
saying
scorer, you were making-
he's saying the GOAT to him is still Jordan.
Yes.
He's just impressed by
think-
certain things about LeBron's
I
longevity
think-
and stuff.
I think saying that,
okay.
I did learn this recently. I don't know if it's true still, but LeBron is like 206 steals short of Michael Jordan, and he's played like
Yes.
how many more games? Oof, that's kind of crazy. To
Yeah.
me.
yes.
And once again, I would never disinclude LeBron James from a top 5, top 10, whatever, greatest basketball players of all time. That's not what I'm
I
saying.
honestly wouldn't be comfortable ranking him lower than 3, but I have him at 2. 3 is the lowest I could.
I
3 is
mean,
the lowest I'd be comfortable putting him. I would feel wrong putting him up even at 4. I think it's too low. That's just me though.
I think I have him honestly ranked at 4, but I could make an argument for the 3rd place. But that being said, I still think that like the funny thing is that we are literally comparing diamonds, boys. We're looking at this shit going, my diamond is better than your
Hey,
diamond.
I'm
My
just saying,
gold is better
there's
than
this
your
thing-
gold.
there's
We
this
got
thing- There's
we
this thing
have
called a carrot
gold,
count.
baby.
There's this thing called a carrot count. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, exactly. But we're basically going, all right, your 24 carat is
Yes.
24.12 to the pi, and my carat is 24.012 to the pi. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's why I like actually talking. I don't like talking about top 3 because I think the best 3 players to ever play are like solidified with like Bron, MJ, Kareem. Because I think in different
fair.
ways, like they're just like their total skill sets are so good.
Their
that-
body
and
of
I'm a
work.
person that values. I'm a person that doesn't. I think a lot of people overvalue scoring when they're rating players. Like I really do. Like scoring,
which is why I actually have Magic above. I have it in my personal list. I have MJ, Kobe, then I have Kareem, Magic, and then I have LeBron.
The thing I can't accept that because LeBron is literally better than Magic in every possible way. Like
Except passing.
I
every
mean,
possible.
but in a different era of the way the game was played. Once again, like we just argued when I first jumped into the stream, like
Yeah.
you look at the players playing today, yeah, the talent is there. I'm not arguing that, but like once again, if you had the 90s Bulls or you had the 90s Celtics, if you had the 90s Lakers, if you had anybody going up there right now, they'd get fouled so much that all their stars would be left off the court. And then to be like, well, wait a minute now, are they fouling or are they just playing the
Well,
fucking
this
game?
is where there's an inherent difference because to me, great players are going to be great no matter what era they play in.
I agree with
Right,
that. I
but
actually think
I
all the
agree.
best players can play in any era, or they adapt. I
Yes.
think LeBron could play in the 80s. I think like
think
Jordan could play now. Like I definitely believe
Yes.
that.
I think with
Yes,
LeBron,
they absolutely
LeBron
could, but
does-
I'm saying how good would LeBron be in the 80s?
I actually
I
think
think he's
he, I
annihilating
think
a lot of
I
these
think
players.
he'd be really.
He'd be worse.
I don't know that for an absolute fact because he's actually quite like I always call LeBron a natural
he's built
super
like an
soldier.
80s player.
He's a super soldier, no serum required. That shit was natural. Like
Yes.
that nigga is athletic as hell. Like someone
Oh,
else
I'm
who's
not
not as
saying that.
strong
I'm
and
not-
fast and big might have more trouble.
Like,
But I think
the
LeBron be
best way I
fine.
can describe
He'd have
the
to
best
bang
way
a
I
lot
can
more though.
describe-
He'd have to just be a much more tougher
Yeah.
individual.
I'm
Just
saying
for
that
top to
nowadays,
level.
the game rules are softer, so and it was harder back
The
then.
best way
So-
I would describe what LeBron would look like in the 80s is if you mix James Worthy and Magic together. That's literally what he would look like at that period of time. And that's a play style that can easily fit into that area.
I mean, I just don't think LeBron, like going back to Naya's point before about the mentality, I think that's great in theory. Like
Mhm.
you could combine those two and say, yeah, that would work, and I would agree with you from a talent perspective. But once you put LeBron actually on a court in '92, I don't think. I think he's calling for fouls every
Well, no,
third
he wouldn't
and
be because that would-
nothing and
K-
it'd be like
KG,
no.
Kobe
This-
did play in the 90s. He came in 96, 97.
Yeah.
Technically.
I don't think he would.
Unless you mean
I
early,
said
unless
92,
you
to be
mean early 90s, but Kobe would be fine.
Yeah.
I said 92.
No.
I did say 92.
No. I'm answering something in the chat. Someone asked. I think
Yeah.
a more interesting question would be how would Kobe do in the 90s? Kobe can play in any era because Kobe has
Yes,
the
Kobe was
mentality
in the
and the work ethic, and he's a psychopath. Do you not hear the story when Dwayne Wade broke his nose? He's like, I love that shit.
Even
I think it's not
Michael
caring.
Jordan said he's literally one of the greatest players of all time because he literally copied all my moves. He literally studied me and then did everything I did. No wonder.
This
he
is
was
where I take umbrage with this take because one, if he's playing in an older era, he's going to conform to the rules of the older era, so he wouldn't care about the fouls. He would just keep going. The second thing, I think it's disrespectful to say that LeBron doesn't have a similar work ethic to any of these guys.
Oh,
I
he does.
do not
He
think
does.
has the.
He does.
I don't think.
work hard.
I do not think he has the assassin. I'm gonna kill my opponents every night mentality.
Mhm.
I do think he gets it in spurts
Mhm.
because we've seen it. We've seen it multiple times. Now you remember this game 5 or was it game 6, 2012 against the Celtics in the conference final.
When the look when
When
he
he
looks when
fucking-
he looks up and his hands are on his knees and he just goes ballistic. Yeah,
When he basically by himself beats the entirety of the Boston Celtics
Mhm.
in that one game. Like there was nothing anybody could do to stop him.
I have a bad habit sometimes of overvaluing what like Ronaldo and Kobe did from a work ethic standpoint. It makes it seem like I
Yes.
act like Messi and them didn't work hard. I know LeBron invests a lot of time in his body, especially. I'm not saying he's not a grinder.
All
He
he
doesn't work
cares
hard.
about is ball.
Yeah, like he works hard too. I'm not trying to take that away from him. I should have mentioned that earlier. I forgot to say that. But yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, he would kill in the 90s. Yeah, he would kill. Kobe would kill in any era though. Again, he had because Kobe has the right intangibles. You have to think about stuff like that. Like some
Yes.
people are born at the right time in the right place and are like some type of unicorn or freak. Like Kobe and those guys, they wanted it, bro. Like they would have figured out how to get it. Like that. That's my
unironically-
problem with players today. I see the talent and the skill, but then I'm seeing Anthony Edwards, you're knocking up this woman talking about send me this. Oh, actually, the All-Star
Yeah.
game is for vacation, and it's like, see, this is the stuff that I don't respect from the players today. Like, I don't
I
want to hear.
agree.
I don't. Again, for the younger generation, the youth, you're probably like, yeah, whatever, who fucking cares? Just chuck it. Like for me, it's not like that. I don't like that. That's not the
Where
the
do
cloth
you-
that I'm cut from personally.
Where do you think the cutoff point for that gen is? Because I actually don't think that's LeBron's gen. I think it's the one right after.
I actually agree
At
with
least
you.
from what
I actually agree with that. I want to say like post like Steph emergence, 2017 and beyond,
Yeah.
maybe 2017 and beyond. Like,
To me, that feels like when JT's gen started coming up.
mhm.
That's what it feels like to me.
So yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
on that.
no, I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Because if I go back to like the '90s thing, for instance, like you
Mhm.
put Bron in the early '90s, I think he's just going to look like Charles Barkley. Just with not as good as both.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is that Charles Barkley, a phenomenal player, really
Yes.
good, but is he the GOAT in that era? No,
Well,
he's
the
not.
difference is that I'm just talking about that's similarities in terms of stylistic.
I don't
Back
know
in the
that.
days that Bron is-
It,
He
at,
was
that, at,
bulky,
that, at
he
that
was
point at
big.
that point in time, was there anybody with that level? Actually, no, Magic. Never mind. I'll just say
Yeah, Magic.
Yeah, but-
and
Yeah. It was Magic too, but
because
the thing is-
LeBron would be something they're not used to. Honestly,
No, he's not.
they wouldn't be
He's
something like
too
that. But
slick.
I
But
actually
LeBron
think
knows how to play
something like
when it
someone like
works.
Steph would be a greater outlier. Like, this nigga is pulling from the logo. What the hell do we do with
Yes.
this?
I think Steph Curry would do better if you were to put Steph Curry into 1991 versus LeBron James. I think Steph Curry gives a harder, against
Steph
all the
Curry-
teams in their
I think that-
prime. I think Steph Curry
I think
makes them
Steph is
question.
harder. I think Steph is harder to guard. Period. But that's because of the way he plays.
Yeah.
I don't think it
But
matters.
also, the '90s were harder defense.
Yeah, but with the way they pack that paint and don't spread it out, you're all the way up there. Curry's gonna rain a
No,
meteor of threes
that-
on you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
You're
my
right.
point.
He'd have to
I
be
think
tougher because
Curry-
they gonna rough
Curry
him up.
does
They
better than LeBron
they
in
got a
91.
hand check. They got a hand check. They
Yep.
got all that. Like, and Curry, and give him credit, he put more weight on later on in his career to whatever to offset some of that kind of stuff, and he drives a lot. But I actually do think
That's why
Curry
I'm
would
saying I think
Curry would be more of an
Curry-
anomaly because you're like, what the hell is this? Where like LeBron would be something not entirely used to, but because he drives to the
Yes.
basket, he shoots mid rangers. He's not like a deep 3-point shooter. They'd be more equipped to deal with LeBron. But
Yes.
they'd both
That's-
kill. They'd both kill though.
That's why I'm saying like Steph is harder to guard. Period.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And-
That's
and-
not even just because of
and-
the range.
No, I was gonna
It's
say.
because he doesn't stop running.
And he has,
so much
and he has the
stamina.
one thing. What's the one thing I complain about a lot of these heliocentric players? What can they not do? Play without the
play
ball
off
in their
the
hand.
ball.
Okay. Does Curry need the ball in his hand to be effective? He will run around 80 screens,
No.
tire you out. Your neck looks the other way for a split second. He's open 3.
Yes,
Your
sir.
fucking eyeball. So
That's what I'm saying. I think if you were to put both LeBron or Curry in 91, don't matter the team, Curry gives more help and or does damage than LeBron does in 91.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Yeah.
At all.
also though,
Because of the
what
style
would
of
be
play,
interesting
because
is
of the way the
that
game
is
is
how
played.
would to me would be how would Steph play without being able to do that shuffle step back? Because that'd be a travel in the 90s.
Yes,
I'd be interested to
well,
see that.
Yeah.
Because a
Yeah,
lot of the
yeah.
things that they can do today, like that stupid zero step, like gather, whatever they
Yeah.
call it, like you can travel and carry now. You couldn't do that back in the day. Because Allen Iverson used to get called a lot for his crossovers before the
They
NBA
changed
started
it
letting
for
it go.
AI.
Yeah, because he used to hold his hang dribble, used to hold like come up really high, and his hand will go to the side of the ball.
AI was
When
so
I was hold on real quick.
spectacular to
Even
watch.
when I was first learning to dribble, you have to dribble the ball with your hand above it, like this, like
up and down.
you
Up
the
and
moment
down.
your hand's a little bit beside it and you kind of try to do a move, that's a carry. You get carried all the
I was
time.
about to say, when I was growing up, I mean, you're as old as I am, unfortunately. So, I mean, I was taught one step. You're allowed one step with the foot that you didn't catch the ball with, and then after that, no, a second step. You have to stay
It was
still. If
one,
you
it
don't,
was
then
two,
keep
and
dribbling.
you take off on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot move between the two.
Because even
steps.
now, when I
One
Euro
step
step, I
will
take
be
fucking
foot.
3 steps. Now I be traveling too. I'm like, y'all niggas traveling, I'm traveling.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that was traveling.
AI
You weren't
changed-
allowed to
AI
step through.
changed AI changed all of that.
Yeah.
He changed all of because he was so spectacular to watch. They're just like, fuck it, we got to change it for this dude because he's different. They could help themselves.
But that to me says once again is that the game has become once again. I don't want to say softer. I'm just saying that there's more
The game is
flexibility.
easier and the game is softer, but I don't think that necessarily means you have to like take away from some of the things some of the players can do. I'm with you because I'll say this, and I'm totally confident saying this. If you're a great defender in this era, you're an elite defender because you can't fucking
agree.
breathe on
Yeah.
you can't breathe on these niggas too hard. You're getting called for a
like,
foul.
for instance,
Yeah.
if you
But if you
Prime
give
put
Magic
Prime
Johnson
Kawhi
and
Leonard-
Michael Jordan and all these guys the rules of today, how many more points are they gonna put up? You know what I mean? Like they're gonna do better in these rule sets. They are 100% gonna do better in 2024 than they did in 1999.
I'm of two
I'm just saying.
minds. Is it are they being raised in this era or are they coming from their time period? So I think depending on you go ahead.
I was gonna say, in regards to your defensive point, and I'll get to the scoring point.
Mhm.
Like if you take Kawhi from this era back then, Naya, oh my god, it'd
Yeah.
be disgusting. The thing he'd be doing to people on the defensive end. But in regards to the scoring thing, it's weird because the way that they're raised to play is very different. So like if I teleported Prime Jordan into now, I'm not so sure he would be more effective because Jordan's primary offensive game was about hitting those mid-range shots and getting to the rim. Where if you want to open up those mid-range shots, you need to be at least average as a three-point shooter, which he was not for the most part. Now, I still think he'd be amazing. Like, it wouldn't, like, I'm not trying to say it. He would easily be a top 5 player in the league.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I feel like he's a bad example to use. Use someone else. I
agree.
I have absolute faith in Michael Jordan. No matter what era it is, he's gonna kill you.
No, I agree with that too.
Like you. I don't know. Use somebody else. Use somebody else. But I get your point. I'm with you, but not for Mike.
Yeah.
Mike would
Another one-
even if Mike
another
can't
one-
shoot threes, he gonna kill you with twos, bro. You're not stopping
agree.
him, and
I
he's
agree.
fast. He's a good defender. He wants it. He too hungry. Like you're not a good example. Use someone else. Use someone else.
The man literally walked into a locker room smoking a cigar
I
and
actually got
said,
the perfect one.
"Who's defending me tonight?" And
I actually got
walked out.
I got the
Like,
perfect
man
one.
was a legend.
I got the perfect one. Karl Malone is for sure less effective now
Absolutely.
than he would be back.
I agree with that. That I agree
For
with.
sure, less effective now.
I agree with that.
Because the power forward post up game is not anywhere near what it is back then.
And he's gonna have to get taken to the perimeter for so many players who can play on the perimeter.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that.
Now there are certain centers in that era that I think would translate perfectly. Like I think Hakeem Olajuwon and Patrick Ewing would be perfect in today's game
Patrick Ewing was a phenomenal player.
because of how they can jump shoot, and I think they could I think if Hakeem Olajuwon was raised in this era, Naya, he would literally just be better Joel Embiid.
I'm with
in
you.
every way.
I'm with you on that. And I think he'd be able to shoot. He'd learn to shoot the three at least like 38.
He'd be shooting threes easy.
38,
I'm
37,
more for that.
38, 39. I'm not going
Yeah.
as high as 40, but around there.
Yeah, I agree.
But
That's like
Hakeem's another player I have so much faith in. Hakeem is amazing. I love that nigga.
like another player that I don't think would necessarily translate as well would be like, even though it's weird because I feel like he could. It's weird for him, but I think Scottie Pippen's another one where it's like you need a better like.
You might have to. He might be
game.
like a defensive specialist or something like that. Like he probably
Yes,
wouldn't play
like
the same point forward-ish
your
kind of role he had
jump
on the Bulls.
Yeah, like your jump shot needs to be good
Yeah.
in this era in order for you to like be like another good one. Dominique Wilkins, another example where it's like might not be as good now as he was back then. If you take his skill set from when he was playing,
Yeah.
to a certain
That's
extent, I think Charles Barkley.
But that's why I like to
Although
ask the
Charles-
question, like, okay, are they just born in this era with the way that the style of play, or are we transporting them? And then what rules are we playing with? We playing with 80s rule, 90s rule, 2000s rules? So I think that
Like,
that
if
does
you're
matter.
raising them in any, if you're raising them in any era, then I'm like, all these
But-
would be fucking goaded,
Yeah.
no matter what point there are.
I mean, to a point, I agree, but like there's a number of players that have come out and said, you know, like I remember Allen Iverson came out when and he said basically like in today's rule set, not
Oh, he'd
the
be
player,
stupid. He'd be
But he-
stupid.
he was like I averaged 37, I'd probably average, 42.
AI might
43
average
at
40.
least.
AI might average 40.
AI's
I've seen
I,
it.
AI's also a
But-
person with no conscience. He will shoot that shit 40 times.
Exactly. That's,
But you
I think it
also have-
works. I think it works for AI because that motherfucker did not give a shit. He was going to score, and nothing else. Like that is all AI was going to do, and he was
I
not
mean-
going to stop either.
I mean, but I guess my whole argument, and it's no different from being a sports fan of over multiple sports, is that when the game gets easier and you see players from the
All right.
era that I grew up with,
Hold on. Sorry,
and-
no, don't lose your thought. Chat. I'm ending the stream, by the way. Good night, guys. See y'all tomorrow. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.